Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with four main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with four main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Hello and welcome to Roleplay Give. We are a virtual tabletop gaming community playing Dungeons & Dragons 5e tonight. We are playing the D1 through C3 series. We're currently in the Shrine of the Kuatoa module. Kuatoa. Um, and we are also raising money for the Lavender League, which is a organization that helps provide legal and financial assistance and help, particularly for LGBTQIA and folk
In
who
IA.
NIA. I missed the N.
No, you said and IA, and I said in IA. Because it's Iowa.
He's
Oh,
right.
man.
I was trying to be clever. I don't know if it worked.
Acronym humor. It just plays really big on the YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
as well as any of our other humor
yeah, I
does.
was gonna say no better, no worse. And so if you are so inclined, I'm talking to you, Alice Idra, to donate to the cause. You can affect the game by buying rerolls for the players, adding a magic surge, or there's even if it's ever necessary, although I don't see this happening, but you can buy healing potions and resurrections as well. Uh, I don't know that actually resurrections are on that list, but they will be. You can barter. Just barter
Welcome
other
to
chat.
Roleplay Give, where we just make shit up when we go live.
Yeah,
I mean, we are playing RPGs.
it's a role
That's
play game.
sort of.
Fair
It's
enough.
right on the tin. Well, it's actually not on the tin, but it should be.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to get when you get a bunch of improv adjacent people on a professional stream? Like,
It's
we
true.
improv it.
Well, by the way,
Fair enough.
professionals may be a word that shouldn't be associated with roleplay give in any.
No,
any
we
way.
got to make sure it isn't, because
That's
if
right.
we monetize it, we're in trouble.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true. That's true. Because we're not monetizing. Everything goes to charity.
We're,
Okay.
we're amateurs. We're amateurs, just like the Olympics.
Yeah, I don't
In
know.
college
College-
sport.
college sport.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't
Oh,
know.
wait.
Yeah, check out Ohio's
I know.
lawsuit. Okay. All right.
That was
Getting-
a joke.
Getting to the game. Acronym humor.
Sports humor on the RPG the RPG.
Maybe we should stay in our
audience is
lane.
rough.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
I think we're good.
That's the other thing we're really good at, understanding
Yeah.
sports.
Sport.
Yeah.
I understand that they exist.
Go sports ball. Okay. Tony played sports. He knows sports and stuff.
I know sports.
Yeah. I know they exist. So where we last left our intrepid band of heroes, they are trying to get to Erelai Kinlu, the capital of the Drow. Empire is maybe a strong word. It's a group of people trying to create a Drow empire, and the historic capital of Erelai Kinlu is organizing around what I guess would be most succinctly stated as fascist principles. Uh, they are aware that part of these fascist, well, not just fascist, also uh, quasi, not quasi, the religious reactionaries trying to bring Lolth to Oerth. There we go. Let's just say what it is. And our group of heroes is trying to stop that. They have acquired 7 out of 8 threads of Lolth. When they have all 8, they can open a gateway to stop the gate on the other side and perhaps prevent Lolth from. Religious fascists are the best kind. That's true. I mean, well, I get, yeah. Too many words.
Nobody shut that down immediately.
Yeah, no, we're gonna. I'm gonna let that one. Yeah, too many thoughts in my head right now. But the the they have the threads of Loth that they can combine and create a gate that will open to the the abyss where Loth lives, and they can shut the gate permanently down from the other side, preventing her from ever entering the material plane, at least by using this pathway that they are aware of and they know that she is trying to use. They, as I said, have 7 of the 8. The 8th is in the possession of their friend Cora, who adventured with them for many, many months, maybe even actually how long this game's been going on, maybe even a year in real game time. And who then left to pursue another path. She had to stop her brother Ang from doing awful things, and found that she has the 8th thread of Loth, and that her monk traditions are incompatible with wearing this thread, and it is killing her. They have recently become aware that she followed into, well, they didn't follow them, but she also made her way into the Underdark and somehow managed to be captured by the Kuatoa. So they are making their way to the shrine of Kuatoa to find Korra, help her, and also get the final thread of Loth. Did I miss anything critical to the plotline? Okay. Now, for the most recent plotline, to make sure that we've got this right, on this map that we're showing here on the stream, the pink line is going in towards the bottom part of this settlement here. That's actually on the west side of the map. We're not going to go into why. I'll yell at Gary Gygax's map making skills later. But this is the west side of the map. 2 of them are going to go in this main passageway. I believe that is Elva and Mary.
You sound like it's not the west side of the map, but it is on the west side of the big picture that we're looking at as a map. Are you saying that the map is upside down and that we are entering the west side of this hive structure? Like if this was flipped over?
West is synonymously left on a map.
Right. So it is currently on the left side of the big map we're looking at.
But you'd be coming in from the east.
Right. I just wanted to make sure, like,
But you're
when
coming
you
in
say it's the
from,
west side
you're
of the
coming,
map, it is on our west side, but we're going to have a smaller map where it's going to be on the east.
No.
Okay.
No. This,
I just wasn't sure why we needed to correct that it was on the west side of the map, because it is on the west
because
side of the
when you
map.
guys get onto the actual map of the shrine, which is too big to be on one map and actually is too, like, I couldn't upload it into Foundry, it said no, you're too big. So
Uh-huh.
it's split west and east. This side, nice.
Yep.
Tony,
Damn it, Dusty.
Jesus. Oh, that was
was
Dusty.
her. That was not me.
All right.
I didn't say anything. I just laughed.
She cracked first.
Okay. Gonna have to separate you guys. You're not gonna be able to sit next to each other in class anymore. Anyway, this is going to be the west side of the map. This is going to be the east side of the map.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense why it's so confusing. Cool, thanks.
All right. So Elva and Merryweather will be going into the shrine through the main entrance that will be on the west side of the shrine. The other bit of the party, Robespierre, Vela, and Nubin, are going to be going in a tunnel and coming in on the east side, although they're not certain completely where on the east side. So
mentally, just as a thought exercise, I'm taking this big chunk of hive and I'm seeing that we are turning the little hive concoction 1/4 turn
clockwise.
in order for us to come in those directions when we look at the next map.
That is correct.
That's what I'm doing too.
That is
Okay.
correct.
I just wanted to make sure that that was
I'm
accurate.
just waiting till I'm put on the next map, and then I'll know where I am.
It really is going to be that simple for you. So it's just that if you're looking at this map for how do we get out of here, it's not going to be accurate. This map is not going to be accurate for how you leave the shrine. So just be advised. And I actually took this directly out of the module, so I think I said this at the end of the last session. Like, I'm a little irritated because I drew this directly off that map, and then now I'm realizing that it doesn't actually work. So, we'll go with what's on the actual maps for how you get out, like not this map, but and then I'll draw new lines on here if I need to. Okay. So, does that at least make sense? I don't want to mislead anybody, so don't think that you know your exit strategy from this map, I guess, is what I'm saying. Or it might be that you come out the way you came. That's also a choice. So, okay. Sorry, we got really into the weeds there. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to be running 2 of you on one map and 3 of you on another.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So, no, it'll be fine. It will be fine because they're drawn, they're there, and I think Foundry can handle this just fine. So, and I'll try to like keep timing back and forth between the 2 groups so that I'm not spending too much time with one or the other. So, we're gonna start actually with the folk going in the surreptitious way. So this is the group going. This is Nubin, Vela, and Robespierre who are going in the tertiary way. And there's going to be a little theater of the mind here. As you guys get closer to what you appears to be, and you don't have Merryweather with you, so you guys either copied the map and are doing the best you can, but you don't have a cartographer with you as you guys are going through this Byzantine, crazy map, or caverns. But you're descending. And as you get to the point where you think you should be getting on towards 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 7 miles into it, this is about where, and you get to this junction where a secondary path comes in and you're like, okay, this looks right. And you start going lower and lower. And you're not going into the shrine. You're if anything, you're going below it. And as you climb into or as you continue, eventually you start to hear a little bit of sloshing because there's less of that biophosphorus light and it's getting dimmer. And all of you have dark vision, so no worries as far as not being able to see anything. But about half a mile deeper in, the water's now up to your mid-shin. And you're kind of moving slowly through water. But the tunnel's going forward, it's going on.
Is there anyone else around us?
No, you were on a already unbeaten path to begin with when you went on the tiny dashed line.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's our story if we get caught? Should we be invisible? Should we be open with who we are?
I think the folks upstairs are being open with who they are, so we should be stealthy, right? In case we need to rescue one or the other.
Okay.
Yeah,
And we all have badges, right?
Robes has a badge, and Elva or Mary, one of the two. You have 2 shells, not badges. The badges were for the Drow.
Ah.
Shells were for the Kuatoa. You're going to need those badges, later. But right now you're going into a place
But right now we don't need no stinking badges.
Correct, because you're going into a place that is hostile to the Drow.
Only Mary's is a stinking badge, though.
No, she did the other.
No, that's mine. She's
And
got the
we
clean
cleaned up.
one. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
what did we
Sure as
decide
if
on?
I even have one, because I gave the silver one to Elva and the other one to Vela.
I think that you don't have one because
I
the
don't have
belief
one.
was that you'd be an animal and wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
Or-
right.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And you're basically like a god to them.
Prophet.
Whatever, prophet.
Yeah.
So if you want to be
We come from a predominantly Christian nation. They're the same thing.
So maybe when we get closer, I can cast invisibility.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
All right. So, as you guys continue on, it picks up to about your knees, and you start wondering if you're in some kind of sewer system, drainage. Um, but the water, oddly, as you sniff it, smells salinated. It's salt water. Um, and you're moving through it slowly. It's weighing you down a little bit. Those of you who have no problem moving through it would maybe have to take into account those of you who cannot move quickly through almost at this point waist deep water. But after another 1,000 feet of that, you notice it's leveling off and you begin to rise again. And the tunnels you're in are smoothed by water, not by carving. No, there's no dressing here. This is naturally flowing out water.
How wide is the tunnel where we are, Paul?
It varies between occasionally as narrow as 4 feet to sometimes as wide as 12 to 15 feet. But it is not, again, like it's not a it's a naturally occurring tunnel, not a carved humanoid made tunnel.
So when those who I'm not wearing a Lolth, Tony, Noob's not wearing a Lolth thread, right?
No.
Yeah, I was actually
And
about to ask that.
so we're far enough away that the benefits of the threads are gone for everybody.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it's only Mary and Robes that are wearing one.
right.
But like you don't have the
And
spider
we're
climb on the
separated.
walls thing.
Right, right.
Well, you get it with one thread. One thread gives you spider
Spider
climb.
climb.
Oh, okay.
2 is free movement.
Right. We
Got
So
it.
I'm probably
Okay.
spider climbing on the ceiling right now.
How tall is the ceiling?
Oh, good question.
Uh, at times it wouldn't be in Robes' best interest to do this, because he'd be walking with his head underwater. But because it's
What if I'm like going like across the ceiling?
then that's fine. But it
I love that the sound effect made it like very clear what was happening in his mind.
Yeah.
the ceiling height gets occasionally it's perfectly great. It's 15 to 20 feet above the floor, but other times it gets narrow and you have to crawl or might as well just walk through it.
Does the ceiling have watermarks on it?
It does not appear to be dripping, nor do you see like heavy like salt deposit, like stalactites.
Mhm.
Nothing like
And
that.
it's not eroded. Like it's not like the water level has been up there eroding it smooth at other points where we have to worry that it would be something that is regularly flooded.
That level of depth, I'm going to ask for a nature check. That level of question.
Tony, you any good at nature?
I have a
Noob, are you any
+2.
good at nature? Okay. I think we'd both just check then.
Your assumption is that the water has gotten that high, but it's been some time. It's not a regular flash flooding type situation.
And when we are walking single file, when it's 4 feet wide, what order do we want to be in?
That's a good question. I'll take front. Because Nubin can like run on water and shit, so he can probably like get around better.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to be at the holding, do you want to cover the back, Noob, since you could just run over the top of us if you need to?
Yep.
Okay. And then I'll stay in the middle and fight range, whichever direction people come from aggressively.
Hopefully none. But yeah, that's
None.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Going to the other side.
To the west side. West side represent.
Now, I think there's a way for me to put the people that I like. I think I just drag Ed up here. I thought there was a way I can drag your names up here. That might be
You can
Roll20.
no, you highlight them and then choose move to then in the player's box on the bottom left, you can choose move to map, move to current map, whichever map you're on.
Pull to scene.
Yep.
Okay. Are you guys pulled?
It says I don't have a token
No,
with vision.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, there I go.
It's there. No, the maps are not in our navigation, so that may help as well as if they're in our navigation.
Right.
Because you have them as GM navigation only.
I appear to also not have a token. Now I have a token.
Because,
I don't, but I can see.
I was gonna say
Mary.
because you've run Mary or something at some point. Because yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's weird. I don't remember
I don't
ever.
remember
But
anybody ever running Mary. Yeah.
Some point I was authorized on that
I
one.
guess
don't know.
so.
Okay. So I think both are on there now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What you see when you walk in here is it's the you're in that secondary type passage which is between 10 to 20 feet wide, and as it opens up, it's like when you went into the depot, but instead of the depot being like a cavern that had like things carved into it, this is like somebody made a city inside a cavern, creating almost like if it wasn't a cavern, they made it a cavern. The ceiling rises 40 feet above your head, and you are walking on fields like dressed stone, like the this is laid tile flooring. Um, the smell of the sea, uh, it just smells of salt water and brine uh, and quite frankly, it smells like it smells like fish. Um, it smells like a fishing community. It smells like salt marsh um, in here. Uh, you see immediately to your left staircase going up and right over here. But the hallway opening up, you see in the I'm sorry, but what might catch your eye even more than the staircase directly to your left is uh, a light, a reflection, like that. If you've ever walked into a like uh, this is a real life example, a pool, like an auditorium, when the lights are off, but the pool lights are on, and it creates that sort of weird refractory glow of blue light. That's what you see directly to the north. Uh, and you can hear in a language that I suspect neither of you understand unless you have an ability I can't remember.
Safe bet.
What?
Safe bet that I don't understand.
Okay. Uh, uh, a quiet, small amount of beings chanting directly to the north. You also don't see anyone, but, and it says this directly in the 1980 book here, you feel the presence of thousands of creatures in front of you. This is clearly an inhabited and uh, place. You know, like you're not walking into an abandoned city or anything like that. Also, you can hear the chanting. So it's like walking into what it might feel like, because I've never done this. Walking into a monastery during like morning vespers, uh, where there are only a couple of monks chanting. Uh, you've walked into a religious area.
Right. Well, I think we'd best look for where we might find a friend. Hmm?
I mean, and I'm going to be paying attention, see if I get any sign of Cora. I think she's probably below somewhere, though, based on what Leonard told us.
That was the suggestion. So we see stairs up. Let's look for
Hmm.
a way down. And let's walk like we belong here.
All right. I'm gonna just move you guys forward until you tell me you want to.
I think that's great. I think rather than playing sorry around this massive
Yeah.
map,
I
let's just.
I think that's what we'll do. I just want to make sure you guys can see a visual representation of your options. So, as you
Yeah.
move to this area, you can see to the left there's the stairs going up. This it, it's not that you get the sense. What you're seeing is like you're almost walking like to the right almost feels like an alleyway, and the blacked out versions that you can't see directly to the right here look like carved out um, buildings, apartments that are somewhat elevated. Um, there are staircases that you think rise up to them, but it's almost as if these buildings are elevated. These carved out buildings are elevated in order to look down at what you're now seeing very clearly is this ginormous pool of water with a ziggurat rising out of the center of it. In the front, you see uh, a staircase descending down. Around this area here, guys, is I don't know how clear it is. These are all like bench seating, and it becomes clear to you that it could hold clearly 1,500 humanoids sitting here uh, uh, around, and all focused upon uh, this ziggurat. At the top of the ziggurat is an enormous malachite statue of what appears to be a, a nude human woman with lobster claws for hands and a lobster's head, with one lobster hand going up in the Spock tradition and the other coming out in the Nanu Nanu Orkin tradition. Does that make sense? Am I presenting this in a way that so so
Yeah,
they,
good enough.
both of these hands are like this? One is up and facing palm out. One is up as in I'm gonna shake your hand, Robin Williams. Robin Williams, the comedian. Uh, so uh, that's what you see. Uh, the smell of salt water is overwhelming. I don't have. Also, I think you both can see here there are windows. These are windows. Inside the windows, you catch glimpses of humans with fish tops. They are humanoid, bipedal, with the trunk and head of a fish.
They look kind of like the guy that took us across
They
the
look exactly
river.
like that guy.
All
Well,
right.
not exactly because they don't all look
Because
alike,
he
but
was rather lanky, right? Like these
he was a
probably.
little different, yeah. But
Hmm.
yeah, and he was also taller. But the so you that is what you see in front of you. There are, I don't have them on here, but there are pilgrims who are the ones chanting, who are sitting in small clusters in these seats the uh, around the ziggurat, and you do note that there is a bugbear who is walking up and is kneeling in front of the statue here under the watchful eye of two of these fish folk.
Right. Well, do you see a way down?
I mean, just those. Seems like there's a staircase descending downward that way.
I think let's just go that way.
Are you talking about this one here?
The one that you pointed out to us. I
Yeah.
think that was the only one you said that was going
It,
downward, right?
it was, but let me clarify. It's very clear to you that it's going downward into the water and then
Okay.
kind
Oh,
of rises back up into the ziggurat.
okay.
So let me
Gotcha.
let me
Not
clarify
that
that.
one.
Yeah,
Now,
Can you
no,
say
we
what a
were,
ziggurat is?
a ziggurat is a stepped pyramid.
Like
so
a Mayan pyramid.
Thank you. I felt like that was an important thing for people to be able to visualize, and I did not know.
Alice Idra didn't know, so I appreciate that. Thanks.
Or she knows everything, and then therefore that was redundant.
That's true. We don't know. Alice Idra is unknowable. Alice
I don't
Idra
see her
is
in the chat today.
what?
Oh nope, she's there now. Never mind.
Okay.
False alarm.
Yeah,
I just had to refresh it.
okay. We can't have a stream without our favorite bot. All right. Okay. So, what?
would I be getting any more of a signal
Yes.
of Cora's presence?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I should have brought that up immediately. As soon as you actually got, and sorry, let me retcon a little bit. Before you guys even got to here, you would have picked up the signal. Can you even see where I pinged? It was off the map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Before you walked into the temple, you would have picked it up. Where I will draw a arrow and erase it in a little bit, but what you think is Cora's. Oh, that's not. Cora is this way. She's to the east, and roughly 100 feet below.
I'm going to put that on my mental map,
Okay.
because I won't have this ability for long.
Gotcha.
And I'll share it with Elva. Like, I'm not sure how we might get there, but my impression is this is where she might be.
Let's go toward the eastern side and look for a way down.
All right.
And we'll just walk purposefully toward the eastern side of the map.
All right. As you walk purposefully, moving you this way, is that correct?
Yes.
And you guys are walking with just like, yeah, we know exactly where we're going.
Heads held high. Yep.
Yep. You hear some chatter from one of the windows below, and somebody starts calling out and pointing out you two and just yelling out for someone. And now more and more of these windows are being filled with these fish faces.
I'll wave at them all.
Because we don't know what they're saying. There's really
Yeah.
no point in trying to talk to them.
They're excited. Maybe we'll sign some autographs in a little bit.
I might walk a little faster.
Yeah, I'm okay with speeding up, but I am gonna like wave at them and try to look like everything's fine.
All right. I am going to come back to you guys in a little bit, but you do have some choices that I will leave you with here.
And I'm gonna say to Mary, if this goes absolutely sideways, I'm going to turn us both invisible.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. You have two double doors to the east. Now, this is a map thing that I had to do because I'm converting a 1980s map to this. This is an open archway. So when you're walking through this area, when you see this sort of shadowy arch, you're walking in like a tunnel. Does that make sense? So like just bear in mind that even though you can see directly through this, like there is a ceiling here and you're walking through an opening. But it's an archway. I don't know that it will have a mechanical effect, but it may. So just, for hiding purposes, or, because I didn't want the thing to draw walls here or anything like this, but there is a way, especially with spider climb, etc., that you can use that. So does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So anytime you see the shadowy arch, there's actually like ceiling there and walls, etc., etc. So, okay. Um, all right. I am going to now go back to Team Stealthy on the east and say you get to a point where the the floor sort of gets it starts to descend again, but the ceiling stays the same height, and the choice becomes, like, I don't know how to describe this well, but your choice becomes swim or walk underwater because the floor is going to go down.
So the earth goes like this.
Well, the ceiling goes like this, the water level stays here, and the floor goes down like this.
Sure. Okay. The deep end of the pool.
You're going into the deep end of the pool.
Okay. I'll swim. I have Mariner's half plate on.
Okay. What are the rest of you going to do?
I don't think I've got anything I can do. I'm just gonna. I think I'll just.
You could spider climb.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'll spider climb over.
Okay.
I guess. How high is the ceiling again?
Well, you're now at a point where you're going to be crawling over it. So like
But still, there's like clearance over the
you're
water.
you're not in the water. You'll be over the water. It gets to a point where it's really like 4 feet above the water.
Yeah, then I'll do that. I'll kind of crawl over.
Okay.
Does
Tony?
Noob have a swim speed?
Nope, but he's just walking on the water.
I think you have to be running, right? Or can you just
Then I'll run
walk?
around in circles on the water.
Okay. I don't know that for a
Yeah,
fact.
the only thing is you can't end a turn. Like if you end the turn, you fall.
Okay.
Oh.
So you can only
Fine, I'll swim with Vela.
All right, swimming.
I can I'll do you wanna wear my cape for a little while?
Do you
You
have
can
to do
fly.
the cape?
The one that billows?
Yeah,
Um,
that's the one.
Does it require attunement?
No.
Okay.
Winged boots does not require attunement that I can see.
Okay. Wow. You would think winged boots required attunement.
I'm trying to see if it does. Oh, yep, it does.
Okay.
It's not in the written description. It's a little icon in Foundry that I was unfamiliar with. So yeah, I have to
I'll just swim with Vela then.
Okay. Eventually you get to a place where Robes is sort of at an angle, like where the it just sort of not cliff faces, it just walls off. Um, and Vela can see and Newman can see that you can swim down and you're up against sort of a rock face, but there's a strange sort of kind of a glowing light. Um, Not creepy magical, but a bit of that. Well, I mean, not creepy to you because you've been in the Underdark for several days, but there's that phosphorescent glow that you can see kind of diffused through water um, below you.
So the roof is
Maybe 10 feet.
dropping, like plummeting.
No, it's like you've reached the end of the tunnel, is what I'm basically saying. You've reached the end of the.
Got it. And there's a hole somewhere underneath that we have to
Yep.
find, basically.
Yep, that looks like as
Okay.
you look down towards the light, you can see that water's kind of actually kind of coming into this from here.
Oh. We have to swim against the current.
It looks like it, but it doesn't feel like it's a strong current.
All right. Everybody good to swim?
Well, you don't know. I mean, it's not an opening. Like you can see light down there. You don't know what it is yet. That's a. I mean, before you say that, you do what you want. I want to make sure I'm describing it correctly.
Oh, yeah, that's important to know.
If you kind of duck down your head underneath, you can see that there's a grate here that probably
How
is.
far away is it?
It's only like you could easily just kind of push yourself down underwater and look and see what it is. It's like 10 feet maybe.
The grate is 10 feet away?
10 feet below you.
Okay.
You're up against the wall.
Well,
I'm sorry, I know I'm not describing this well, but you guys reached the end. The water's been filling up. As you are swimming through it, you get to the end of the wall and you look down, and there's a grate 10 feet below water that appears to be where the water's coming from.
and it's perpendicular, like it's on the wall, not on the floor.
Correct.
Okay.
It's on the wall, not the floor.
Well, I can swim down there and try to tug on it. I'm not super strong, but at least if we'll know if it moves. I'll just do that.
Okay. When you get down there, you see that there's actually it's affixed from the inside, but it's not like it's not like a mesh. It's you could get your arm through one of the holes.
Mhm.
So you're certain you're not going to be able to pull it or push it open, but you do think you might be able to use your thieves' tools to remove it. Like unbolt it from the wall, basically.
Got it. I can't reach any mechanisms on the other side that
It's not meant to be
release it.
mechanized. It's just a grate.
Got it. So I'm basically like taking hinges off of a door kind of thing.
Correct. Except for no
Okay.
hinges. It's just bolted on.
Right.
So
Okay.
just one thieves' tools check if you want to do that.
I'm gonna
or you
go
can try
back
something
up.
else. Okay.
I'm gonna go back up and give a report. You want me to take the grate off?
I think Winston had to step away.
Yeah. I'm looking at
Yeah,
you.
go for
You
it.
just
Take the
can't
grid off.
tell.
Okay.
I think so too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna catch my breath. Hang on one sec.
All right. This would be difficult because you're underwater, but it's also not a lock. It's just bolts. So the DC is 11.
Okay.
Jeez. Okay. Uh,
I mean,
without-
there's a possibility I could have failed. Real, very real.
yeah, you could have rolled a 2 or less. But the, uh,
You
You
said
realize
11.
she has a magic screwdriver.
you
and
have a +8, don't you?
Oh, I do have a magic screwdriver. You gave us magic screwdrivers.
I don't remember the magic screwdriver. What's
Right? Is that a thing? That's a thing, right?
In Doctor Who,
yeah?
I feel like you
The
gave us
sonic
magic
screwdriver.
screwdrivers. No, it's I'm remembering stealing stories from the devil.
Okay.
For the devil.
Yep.
I was like, there's a
Well,
screwdriver.
I mean,
I'm
I
sure
don't
you
know.
gave me a screwdriver in a game.
Yep.
It's that one.
Stealing stories
Not
for the
this
devil.
one.
You do get the sonic screwdriver type thing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Okay. Not here.
not in this game. But you do use your thieves' tools quite well, and they're kind of like a sonic screwdriver. And you loosen all the bolts, and you push it, and you're able to just slide it to the side, and you've created an opening for the three of you to get through. I am now going to place you. You have to swim up. You're in the bottom of a well.
Oh, okay.
So I will be placing you guys.
I'm gonna put my head through it first to kind of see where it goes and then go back so that we all know how long of a swim it is. Can I see the top of the well?
You can see light from it. It's
So
like,
it looks swimmable. It doesn't look like we're all gonna pass out on our way up.
well, I mean, it's like you're getting breathed so much. Like unless something awful happens, you guys should be fine. Like it's what is it?
Okay.
What it's your. I asked this the other day and now I can't remember what it is. What is the underwater breathing? Is your con like?
Your con score.
Your con score as per rounds, right?
Or no, underwater holding your breath is your con modifier in minutes, I believe.
In minutes. So like
That's right.
unless any of you have negative con, which is possible, because I think a minute is the minimum, right? Like, and then
I'm not sure it's possible at level 15.
yeah, okay.
Unless you've been like actively trying to keep your con negative.
It could be though. I mean,
Yeah.
I have, but like if I have characters that have negative con or 0, because that's not their strength.
Not the
If
same.
it's your modifier, I only have a +1, so I'm only getting a minute.
There you go.
Wow. Okay.
But a minute is way adequate for you to swim up 50 feet.
Yeah.
So, because swim speed is what, 15 if you don't have a modifier?
It's half your speed.
Yeah, so 15. Oh, well, for Tony, it's 25 then, or 30. What's your speed now? 60?
Tony's moving at almost the same speed as I am with a full swim speed.
Yeah, exactly. So robes might be struggling a little bit, but
Yeah, let me see what my con
I'll offer
is.
to give him a breath of air midway up if he wants.
I think I
Does it work like that?
the only reason we're asking this at this point is out of curiosity because I'm hand waving this. But if you guys are interested, I'm interested. But it's
I have a con
really...
of 16.
Okay, then you're all fine.
So yeah, +3. Yeah, you're fine.
All right. Now I will place Tony. Pull to this scene. Winston pulled to scene. Dusty pulled to scene. All right. Can you guys see?
Can't see much, but I can see.
It's loading. Yep. I see the well.
Okay.
All good.
All right. You need to make sure that I actually have to refer to the PDF on of this module on a couple of these things. So 1 second, please.
We're holding.
This. All right. Something I should have described is as you were swimming up, you had to fight a little bit of current that pulled you to the south. You could choose to go to the south, but you don't know how long that conduit would take you in water, or you could continue up.
I'm going to go towards the light.
They always tell you.
Okay. I assume Newman, Robes, you're also going up to the top here?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I'm multitasking a little bit, but I'm trusting Vela.
Okay.
She feels honored.
All right. You are in what appears to be a very small flagstone, like just as I described the other space to Elva and Mary, dressed stone room. It is roughly 10 feet in width. It just has this well in it, and then it appears to actually go nowhere. As you move through the room,
I was gonna say I'm gonna walk forward to see if I can find a hole.
But you see no entrances, no openings on initial.
I believe at this point in time, my skills, I have a certain set of skills.
Okay.
To find secret doors.
Okay. Are you looking for doors or trap doors or what? You have to specify which.
Hold on, I have a feature for this.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do. I was like, wait, I think I have a feat for this. Dungeon Delver. I have advantage on perception and investigation checks made to detect the presence of secret doors and on saving throws made to avoid or resist traps. I have resistance to the damage dealt by traps, and traveling at a fast pace does not impose the normal -5 penalty on my passive perception score.
Well, that's important to remember for me. Okay. But go ahead and get that advantage perception check done.
Okie dokie. Oh, it opened chapter 7. When you click on perception in the description, it does not. 24.
All right. You very easily detect a secret door that I
Secret tunnel.
apparently did not
Secret
put
tunnel.
in here. But I was certain.
That you didn't put in there.
It's so secret.
Well, because when I was drawing it, I was like, so like in Dungeon Draft you can trace, and so I used
Right.
the 1980s map, put it underneath this, and drew over it with Dungeon Draft, and then I don't want to draw a door where the secret door is, and then I forgot.
Right.
Then I forgot to change the wall to be a
Right.
secret door.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So, in fact, I should have done that because I can do this. I can just change this to be a secret door in here.
I mean, it's not really secret anymore.
Yeah, you could just change it to a door. We've already found it.
Well, maybe there's somebody else that he wants to keep secret from. You know?
Nice. That's a good point. Good point.
So you have opened that door, but with the 24, you also
We have? Is there a door that opened that I don't see? Aha! There's a door that opened that I couldn't see.
But you also found
Whoa.
with that roll a trap door.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Right there.
That's a very fancy trap door. It's like a trapezoid door.
Now, it is what I could do quickly with my square drawing tool.
I think you did great.
So, you have a door that I will shut for now. You guys should be able to open it. Can you see it? Can you open it and shut it? If I shut it,
probably.
can you see it?
I don't see a door.
It's not
I
a
just see
door
wall.
option.
All right, I'll open it for now, but we're going to
We-
say
there's-
that
it
it's
doesn't block-
closed.
It doesn't block sight. So if you leave it closed,
Oh,
we won't be
okay.
able to walk through it, but it
Okay.
just doesn't block sight, so we can tell
Okay.
what's on the other side.
Okay. So, what do you guys wish to do?
Should we look in this trapdoor before we keep going anywhere? Because we're trying to go to the sub basement, right?
I had meant to give you guys a warning, just in our pre-game chat, about the fact that this is a 1E module, and traps are super
And-
grim.
So what you're saying is check for traps.
I'm just, and also that back in the day when this module was written for levels 10 to 14, the traps were like insta death or instant sent to another plane. FYI.
Oh.
I should have taken plane shift. Damn.
I am not going to do insta death because I think that's no fun. But insta plane shift is a thing, and I'm just warning you. I just feel like for fun of game, you guys should.
That's important for people who have never played 1E.
Yeah. So.
Honestly, plane shift sounds cool. I'm gonna just start touching everything. You're like, oh no, I'm plane shift to Lol's plane.
Well.
I'm gonna check the trapdoor for traps.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
And try to stop robes from
touching everything.
touching things.
I really hope the trapdoor has a trap on it, because then it'd just be the best name possible.
Does not appear to have any traps that you are able to discern.
Yeah, because DC was 20.
You don't know.
I know, I was kidding.
I know.
Man. Really wish I'd realized I was going to be in a different place than Mary.
What is Mary?
Well, we sometimes coordinate our spells.
Oh.
So that we both don't prepare the same. Well, I coordinate. She always says, I have that one, but you can prepare it. And I think, but why would I? It's so inefficient. Because sometimes you get the party split.
And also sometimes one of you goes down and you need the other one to do it.
Yeah, but like one of you goes down, we can each heal. But one of you goes down to Locate object is different.
Oh, there's another missing fucking door. Sorry, everybody.
What kind of door? There's a gimp. Winston, let's
No,
go.
there's no gimp.
I'm in.
I have
I touched the
banned.
gimp.
No. Yeah, now you're in the abyss.
Canon, canon, can't change it.
I have banned the gimp from the games. There's no more gimp.
Does anybody, do we think opening, like, I don't see any traps on this door. I'm thinking I'm going to open it. Any concerns?
So I just have a general question.
Yes.
If we found a trap door,
Yes.
don't we already know it's a fucking trap because it's called a trap door?
It's right on the tin.
Well, it might be a trap, but sometimes they're called doors. And like they're doors into the basement. You know, like when we went and visited your love lady in the bar, and then we went into the trap door in the fireplace, it was just a ladder down into a sub basement. Remember?
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that a trap door.
But it was the same thing as this. It's just a door in the floor with a hinge.
In this case, though, it was very cleverly concealed.
And
Right,
the
the
DM
other one
that
was
has pointed
clearly
out,
concealed
Yeah,
underneath
the
the
door
fire.
on the fireplace.
but just maybe I'm being a little too sticklery here. He has referred to the hidden doors twice as doors, and he called this one specifically a trap door.
Well, because it's in the
But
floor.
he said the floor.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing it out. Somebody
right.
falls
I'm
in. Don't look at me.
I'm saying, as a character, would Nubin tell me
Go
not
in
to
there?
open? Would you tell me not to open it?
Nubin would be like, you can do whatever you want.
Well, you're standing next to it. Also, you couldn't hear Paul laugh because it got noise gated, but he laughed really hard, so loud that I could hear him upstairs when you said, "You can do whatever you want."
Nubin would be like, man, I got nothing. I'm standing over here.
You don't. Well,
I'm
we have
going to
to get
let
to the
you guys
sub-basement.
determine this and move over to the other team.
All right.
I say we open this trap door, Alva. What do you think?
Yep, do it.
All right, you guys have the question of the arch or the double doors below.
Does it look like the archway is declining? Like, is there any decline through the archway that we see?
No, it doesn't appear to have any descent to it at all. You do see staircases rising. I think you can see it, right? Yeah, you can see this staircase is
Those?
rising
Okay.
just to the northeast of you. Yeah, you don't notice anything that leads you to believe that there's a descent there.
Through the doors, I guess.
All right. We could check there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a sense of how much further east we need to go.
And is it
You
still
should
east?
though, right? I think the spell tells
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
I mean, as long as it's still up.
Still 100 feet below you, and oh yeah, you're nowhere near an hour. I don't have it like specifically, Robin, so don't don't hold me to anything, but like about 120 feet to the east still.
Okay.
But not north or south.
Mostly. Oh, sorry, that's a good question. A little northeast of you, but 100 feet down.
Okay. Well, I will mention the northeasterly kind of direction.
We
can
just barely northeast, mostly east.
Right, but going to the double doors feels like southeast to me versus right. So, I mean, we could check and see what's in there.
We could go up the stairs and see if there's another way down from above, because as we know, you've gotta go up to go down.
It seems that way. Yeah.
Gotta get up to get down. All right. God, I sing that to the dog all the time. So, which way are you choosing?
Should we try the stairs?
I think I would look to go through the archway, possibly then going up the stairs.
Right.
I can't tell if the hall
archway,
just
then.
ends here Or it just goes
It
dark.
does.
So
It does, and the reason for that is the map is too big, and that's the cutoff point between Shrine West and Shrine East on my map. So that
Oh, well then
hall,
gotcha.
let's just keep going
Then
east.
let's go through the yeah.
the Shrine East. Sorry, I'll just quickly tell you, Shrine East. You guys would walk into that hallway. Oh man, I'm having a hard time mapping that out. Hold on, I need to look
We
at.
haven't seen the Shrine East. I don't think it would factor into our decision. We just know we need to go east. So if there's a way
If you
that
go through
continues
the art,
east.
yep, you can go east in through those archways. Yes, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I am actually going to be moving you to a new map now. If you go through that archway.
I think we ought to do
I
that.
think we should.
But so what you are going to see before I move you, just to make sure you have all your options in front of you, because I made the split apparently in the worst possible place, is you can go up those stairs, or you do see an archway with stairs that appear to be going down to the east. I know which one you're going to choose, but I want to make
I
sure
mean,
you guys.
probably the downward one,
I just,
right?
Suddenly that's on the table.
I'm,
That seems like an option.
I just don't want a railroad.
We really want to find a way to go east and downward.
So
Is
let's
there
go
any
down
way that
those
does that?
eastward
I say let's do
stairs.
that.
That go
Okay.
down, yeah.
I just want to make sure. All right, so
Well, man, you joined our map. That was fun. Everybody, we got pulled down to where their tokens are.
Oh,
okay, so can you guys see?
it appears to be an eastward, downward staircase.
All right, now I might even have like some box text here. No, but you do have. What you are seeing here is. Actually, I'm gonna make just a generalized call for a perception check from you guys.
Ella?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm relying on you. I guess I'm paying attention to something else.
Okay.
Your modifier is way better than mine, but I get advantage.
So the door shuts behind you, those two double doors, and you hear coming down from the stairs, there's this sound of, you hear like a bit of alien to you laughter, and then an occasional shriek of pain. And as you hear the shriek of pain, you notice on the walls, by on the north wall, there's this streak of blood that just is running. It looks like fingers that have just been dragging along the bottom of the floor and the floor itself. And there's this bloody smudge of fingers that has been pulled right to the left of Mary as she's looking at the staircase.
I want to just clarify one thing. So you said double doors closed behind us?
Yeah, you guys went through those double doors. They're just on a swing, so they shut behind you as you went through.
Okay. I guess I was.
Oh, you went through
I
the
did-
arch. You went through the arch.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's actually 100% correct and as it should have been. I just drew that, or I read that wrong on the blue map I'm looking at. But no, that's correct. No doors closed behind you.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure. Because I didn't know if there was like a section that we didn't see as we went between
No,
maps.
nope. You
that
chose
involved doors.
you chose the arch, not the double doors. So
Gotcha.
okay,
All
I
right.
just read the wrong thing. Okay, but the blood and the screaming and all of that is true. So
Okay. Oh, goodness.
But the blood and the screaming. That's awesome.
I love the fact that I rolled like terribly. So what? I don't hear the screaming, or
it's you do. It's just that you don't notice it as
I
quickly
might not
as
notice the blood.
as quickly as Elva, and you definitely didn't notice the blood. Elva has to point that out to you. So,
Gotcha.
but you would definitely hear the screaming is distant. The screaming is distant. You can definitely hear the people laughing, the sort of
Okay.
guttural laughter. So you know directly at the base of these stairs there is someone. And some ones because you hear two different laughters and the sound of discussion. All right. What do you guys wish to do?
Don't think that can change anything. I think we're still moving onward.
Mhm. How long does like spider climb? Can I like bonus action put the spider climb in place now, just in case I need to do some spider climbing?
I don't see why not. I have
Okay.
actually no idea what the duration of it is. I imagine it's 10 minutes or more. So,
Yeah, I'll have to check the duration. I
yeah.
know it's like at will bonus action to
Yeah.
spider
It's
climb,
a
but
it's an hour.
Okay.
Now it is a
hour. Okay.
concentration spell though.
Oh well, then I wouldn't do that because I'm still
Um,
concentrating.
did we make a rule about using items in
Oh,
concentration?
maybe.
I think I had made the rule if you're using a magic item, you don't have to concentrate on the magic item. That's that's a house rule thing, but didn't I say that at one point?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Okay.
house rule thing, if you're attuned to the item, you don't have to concentrate to keep using the item. So
Okay.
I feel
So
like
then
that's the benefit of having the item to me. So partly the benefit of it.
yeah, and
Anyway.
taking up a.
Yeah, it's taking up a slot. So yeah. No, I think I feel like that makes sense to me. So
Okay, well then I will do that just to have it ready in case we go invisible or
okay.
something bad happens.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna flip back to the other group, but I can stay on the same map now because you're both on Shrine East. Yay! All right. Trapdoor or the secret door?
Good luck, guys.
Trapdoor.
You're doing the trapdoor? Okay.
Trapdoor.
Yep.
All right.
Did our tokens disappear?
I don't think
They
so.
went into the trapdoor.
Oh, no, it's nice. It was because of the way that the other tokens have been highlighted. They disappeared from me for a sec. I'm back.
I'm still looking at Shrine East, Paul.
You should be.
You should be looking at Shrine East. You need to go very toppity tippity top.
I will shift ping you. Here you go.
Shift ping.
Oh.
This
Well,
map,
I'm just
like
in the dark. That's why.
interesting. Like not interesting. It is it's
Uh,
amazing how huge this map is. Like there are three
Tony,
maps for this one map. So
just use your cursor and just draw a square, like highlight a square. Like you
Hey,
were
there we
gonna-
are.
There you go. Yep. It's because the other tokens got selected, and so our visibility disappeared. So we just needed to come
Got
back
it.
up here.
I'll keep shift pinging where the action is so that you guys can watch what's happening. But if you need to see yourself, just drag, like just make a square and go up to where you last remembered yourself being on the map. So, does that even make sense? What I just said?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, Robes is going to flip the trap door open. Is what it looks like with Robes moving onto the square. Is what I.
Yeah, it's
Sure,
me.
we'll give Robes that.
I'm touching it.
Yeah.
Well, Vela
I
checked
touched the
it.
trapdoor.
Touch the butt. Touch the butt.
Vela checked it for traps and didn't find any, and so Robes goes and flips the door open. Nothing happens. It reveals a very steep set of stairs going downward. But with your dark vision, you can see that it's only going down about 15, maybe closer to 20 feet.
Is it straight down or a ladder? I mean, like a ladder or like a
No, it's
staircase?
a very narrow, steep staircase.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay.
No worries.
I'm gonna go down.
Okay. You go down and you reach the end of the staircase, and there's a small passageway leading into. It's just it's an archway opening. I'm only gonna move Robes because nobody else told me that they were going.
I'm gonna let him go first.
Okay. Robes, you walk into a room that is. You see it's surrounded with chests. You see 7 chests placed around the perimeter of a 15 by 15 room.
It's like a treasure chest.
They seem
Or
to
like
be,
a-
they could be treasure chests, yeah.
Oh no, they're mimics.
We've run into a
You're
mimic, right?
surrounded. You're
I
surrounded.
don't think you guys have ever run into a mimic.
Yeah, well, we had the cloaker scene. Wasn't there a
Yeah,
mimic in the cloaker?
when you grab in the cloak room, there was a cloaker who was
Yeah.
pretending to be a cloak. But yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like
But
there was also a mimic.
nothing to feel like 7 chests would be mimics.
Yeah.
They could be cloakers, though.
But I would be aware of traps, and so I will call Vela down. Like, Vela, Nubin, there's treasure down here. Maybe we do. Could we
Oh.
do check it? Or
Sure, maybe there's a chest that has hidden stairs inside of it that take us to the sub-basement. That's a secret thing people do.
they could.
Maybe there's magic shit in those chests.
I knew that's what Nubin wanted, so.
Nice. Heading down.
Maybe there's the ring of attunement that lets you attune 2 things.
Nice.
Nubin, are you going in as well?
Splitter.
Are you going in as well, Noob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Do you want me to roll 7 investigation checks?
I want you to tell me which
One at a
chest
time.
you're looking at and what you want
That's
to do.
yeah. I'm gonna put my token in front of the one I'm looking at.
Okay.
And then
I am going to
I'll-
tell you right now, just for clarity of game, although it will take us a little out of the verisimilitude, that is chest 7.
Got it.
Chest 1 is
So I'm
directly
assuming they
above
go
you.
1, 2. Okay. So I'll go backwards. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Does it have a big old 7 on the top of it?
It does. They're all like, and
Nice.
all in English, like in Arabic numerals. And
Common.
It's really easy.
Oh, I didn't even roll with advantage.
Well, do you get advantage on?
Yeah, I'm checking for traps.
Oh, I thought it was for secret doors.
Got that feat.
Okay.
I've got secret doors, Yeah, it's advantage on checking for secret doors and traps.
Okay. Well, you don't find traps. It is locked.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going.
This is the chest itself is plated silver.
I bet it's got silver in there. Remember, didn't we have that? Did we find? I'm trying to think of the other 1E module that we did. We found a bunch of chests. And it was like one was full of silk, and like one was full of silver coins or
Yes,
copper
that was-
I
coins.
think it was in one of the giant layers.
It was the hill giant
Are they-
layer, and that bolt of silk is what Tony used to get into the depot.
Yes, extremely. It was a plot-centered item.
Yeah, it turned out
Went into like
to
the plot slot.
turned out to work out great.
That's true. That's true.
This one though, this just because I think it's just evocatively described. It's a silver-plated iron chest, and all of the cracks and seams where the iron was joined are soldered with silver.
This seems very regal. So do you want me to check them all and then we come back and open them all? Or should we open as we go?
I think open as we go. I'm excited because as soon as we don't want to like.
Okay.
As soon as we hit one mimic, we can stop.
Yeah. 14 to open.
It opens. Doesn't have a terribly difficult lock on it.
Okay.
You open it.
It's unlocked. I'm going to start on the next one. You guys can open that one. And then I'm going to go to chest 6
Chest 6.
and get another 26.
Would you like to open the first chest, Robespierre?
You do not, with a 26. You do not see any traps. Sorry, I read that. Sorry. There are no traps.
Yeah.
I'll just say.
Okay. I was like, that's really like I'm uncertain.
Yeah, no. Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to open chest 6. All right, guys, you're falling behind. Get on your chest opening.
Okay, hold on.
If only we could multitask the DM. We'd be like, DM, I'm opening this chest.
Yeah. I'll pause and let the two of them do that. Their their
Let's
thing.
do it at the same time, Newman. Like, "Rah."
Oh, I lied to you.
Fuck. Trap.
Chest 6 has a trap on it. Um, the trap though is do not move the chest.
Oh. Can you open the chest?
You're
Does it feel like you just can't lift it?
It looks like it's on a pressure plate.
Okay. Newman. It's unlocked, but you cannot change the weight of that chest. Like, if we
Indiana
want
Jones
something
it.
in it, we're gonna have to
I
figure
feel
out.
like I feel like I saw this in a movie once.
What's a movie?
Did Robes open chest 7, by the way?
I did.
They
I
were
flung
trying
it
to open at
open.
the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna flip both 6 and 7 open at the same time?
Uh-huh.
Okay. The chest 6 was a bronze chest. And the silver chest, when Robes flips it open, it looks like there's roughly 3,000 gold pieces in it. And then sitting on top of this large pile of gold pieces is a medallion covered in jewels. Your best estimate on this is that medallion's worth somewhere around 25,000 gold pieces.
Good Christ.
There's also kind of stuck in the gold a scepter. It has a skull on the top of it.
Oh my God. I feel like Apu and Aladdin.
Maybe we don't take anything out of the chest until we can run up the trapdoor and close it behind us.
My hands are like going towards the medallion, like they're like 1 inch away.
Robes, be strong.
Oh, you're right. That's a good idea. Let's see what else we got.
All right, we're gonna do one
What's
more
inside
chest.
chest 6?
Chest 6. Now you've been warned not to move this by Vela. Inside you see pieces of jewelry, necklaces, pendants, brooches. They each look to be, to your mind, you could probably sell them for 500 gold pieces a piece. There's a bone tube, like a femur of a large, like maybe an elephant, that's been hollowed out with a platinum cap on top of it. That you don't know what's going on with that. And then you see an icon of, looks like a naked human woman with a lobster's head and 2 claws doing this. 2 lobster claws. I might have a picture of this icon for you that I should have shown earlier.
I was gonna say, we've heard this pose before.
You have, but you haven't because you guys went up
No,
the
I know,
sewers.
I know. Yeah.
Meriwether
Players
and
have.
Elva saw this. So,
Yeah.
let me see if I have a picture. I know I do. I think I can drag it right into the chat since you've both seen it now. Vault of the Drow. Yeah, here we go.
The saxophone has taken a break. We're now on clarinet, just for anybody wondering.
Did it?
There's a clarinet in the background
Did it
of
show
my
it?
house. No, it did not.
Make sure
Nope.
you thank Dawson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, the clarinet sounds lovely. He's not squeaking at all, actually. I think it helped that he practiced with saxophone first.
I'll just make a quick journal entry. Create journal. One second. Sorry, I'll have it really quick.
We also got him for Hanukkah. He got a beginning clarinet book and a beginning trumpet book and a beginning saxophone book. And he's clearly going through page by page in the beginning clarinet book. So it's very calming right now. Do, 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 do,
It's really
do,
rewarding for the gift too. Like,
So for the rest of us, when are we going to chip in to get the kid some drums?
No,
do.
we have
already
drums.
have a drum kit.
We have a full
Oh.
drum kit with
He's
double
not
bass.
interested. Yeah. He's not in. He hasn't shown any interest in percussion.
All right, can you guys see that?
Oh. She's naked.
Except for the hand.
She's not making the pose you want.
She's not. That's a different drawing of her. But you get an idea of it. So one has the claw going up like this. The other has it extended at you.
Fascinating.
All right.
And somewhat disturbing.
Yeah.
So you see an icon of that in that chest as well.
No touching.
Because I know you want to.
You see my hand drifting closer.
Stop, Robes.
Did you open chest 5?
No, we haven't. I haven't rolled for it yet.
Okay.
22.
It is unlocked and appears untrapped.
All right. That one's all good to go. I mean, again, don't take anything out of it,
I'm
but
gonna
you know.
stop at this chest with you guys. Other than
Oh, I just rolled. Sorry.
okay.
I jumped ahead.
All right. So 4.
But yeah, just do the traps and we don't have to open anything yet.
It is not trapped.
Okay.
All right. So if you flip open chest 5, it's an iron-bound wooden trunk, not locked. Inside there are 110-pound copper ingots.
100 copper ingots of 10-pound weight.
Yep.
Not 110.
There is also,
ingots.
you can see at the underneath there's a coffer. Oh no, this is on the top. Sorry. Because it would be crushed. It's made of coral. It looks extremely valuable. Not as valuable as some of the other things you've seen. But within that coffer are several gems. All right, I am gonna let you guys think about that and move over to the other team. I'm gonna ping over here so everybody's gonna get forced down to this view. But we're about to move on to separate maps, I feel, anyway. So.
Our goal today is to get on as many maps as possible.
Yeah. I wish I could have done it on one map, but I've never had Foundry go, no. I'll put this map, when you guys are done with this adventure, I'll put this map into chat, because when I put it onto the screen, like when I put the full map on the screen, you can't see details. All you can see is like little
your
bit.
Foundry can't withstand maptitude of this maptitude.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. So, are you guys gonna go down the stairs? And how do you
Do
wish
I
to
get
go
the
down the stairs?
feeling that I should? I mean, I think we would anyway, but is it
You are-
feeling like
yes.
that's the right direction?
Yes.
Okay.
You can tell that Cora is about 100 feet almost directly, like 45 degrees northeast of you, and down 100 feet.
All right. Well, and this is the only way we can go. And we hear someone in distress, so I think we should go down. Should we go down quietly, see what we see? Or should we just go down and stop this?
I suppose we can stop with the whole walking about like we own the place thing now that we know that there's screaming and danger. Maybe stealth is worthwhile.
All right. At least till we get a sense of what's happening.
Guys, all right. So does stealth just mean stealth rolls? Or are you guys casting spells, doing anything special?
Just stealth rolls for now. Let's save the spell slots.
All right, give me those stealth rolls. And 22. All right. Guess what? You guys get to go to another map.
Yay.
Yay!
I like maps.
Woohoo!
Well, I do.
I know you will. Thank you, Ed.
Yay!
That actually scared the shit out of me.
Yay! Good
I
job.
have I
I
have
have
vision from a
one-
token that I don't know if I'm supposed to have vision from.
Oh, really?
But
Oh, did you ever
yeah,
run?
Oh yeah,
Did you ever
me
run?
too.
You guys both ran Cora at one
I've
point.
never run
maybe.
Cora.
I don't
Oh,
know. Unless you just gave us all. That's okay, because I sense her. I sense her presence. She's very close.
Well,
I'm
we
gonna
solved that mystery.
turn this shit right off. Configure ownership. Yeah,
I do think it's fair. I had the spell going, so
it is
Yeah.
I
true.
have a
That's
sense.
true. That's true. That's fair, but I'm not gonna leave it on.
No, I don't
you guys,
blame you.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, but you have the ping of where she's at, so you have a pretty good idea as Robin which direction she's at.
Yeah. For the
So
first time, Robin and Mary have the same information.
there you go. All right, as you're walking down these stairs quietly, uh, you can hear that it's the, you know you the laughter that you're hearing is coming from the south at at the base of the stairs, and you would have to turn south for the laughter. It's again an alien tongue to you. You're not familiar with it. It sounds very heavy on burbly sounds. Like there's a lot of B's and P's, L's, and long O sounds. Um, and
Good. Good.
sounds almost like maybe some kind of game is being played.
Do we? Well, I should ask. Did Elva point out the blood trail to Mary?
Yes.
Or okay. Do we still see that?
If you take a look, I'm not gonna have you roll. If you guys take a look, you can actually see not just that blood trail, but older ones. As
Oh, this is disturbing.
um, this is, you get the sense as you're walking down here, you're going into the truest sense of the word dungeon. This is
Hmm.
where people are kept and perhaps very much mistreated.
Not cool.
No. Well, as much as I'm thinking it would be nice to play hero, we're here for our friend. So I
Need to
think
make that our first priority. I
yeah,
agree.
the northeast 45 degree, if there's a way to avoid the laughing creatures to the south and continue. I don't know. I mean, do you want us to
With
move?
you guys,
All I
with you
can see
guys as
is
rolls, I'm gonna move you forward.
okay.
You guys can sort of peek surreptitiously around this
Oh,
corner,
gotcha.
and that's what you see. Are these? They seem to be like throwing some kind of dice. Um, and this one here can kind of would, but I think with that 20 and 18, he's not going to see you guys. So um, there, these ones here, these ones in the center, are all seem to be kind of consumed with their dice game. This one here is guarding a door and does look to be paying attention, but as you guys peek around, you don't get the sense that they saw you when you peeked around. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Can the rest of you see? Um, like, should I throw another token on here, or
I'm
maybe
not worried about it.
or I can add, like add to one of their tokens, like observer. I just realized that
Okay,
was
we
a
can
better
watch
way.
Twitch if we want to see it.
It's got that.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I'm good anyways.
I might just add to Elva observer.
I think I'm gonna take advantage of the stealth that we're fairly successful right now. I'm gonna move north.
Okay. Um,
Are
can,
there are,
can you
were
all
there
see from Elva
ceilings,
right now?
right?
There are ceilings, so and it is quite high, um, anywhere between 30 feet above your head to 50 feet above your head.
All right.
These
I
stairs, by the
think
way,
I'm
went down 100 feet, matching
okay. Well, that
What
makes sense,
what
right?
yes, matching
Yeah.
exactly what your spell told you.
I think I would try to crawl along the ceiling to stay out of sight.
Got it.
So
Okay.
get her up the wall and crawl along the ceiling that way. I'm a big furball. I'm not like if that guard's at all worth his salt, he might definitely see me. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be up because no one looks up.
You got it. Okay. You start climbing along the ceiling and heading towards the north, where your feeling your ping on Cora is. Uh, Elva, how are you managing this?
Just walking north.
Okay. And Elva had the 22. I
Yep.
am
Trying to stick near the wall, sort of thing, but
I'm going to give these 5 the benefit of a roll, um, rather than their passive, since you're walking 5 feet behind them. So,
yep.
uh, so let's see. Stealth 1 on this guy. Not stealth. Not stealth. Perception.
I can't see him,
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, does not
which
notice.
means he can't see me.
Little child logic. Yes, you cannot see me.
17's pretty good, but he doesn't notice you. Um, Perception on this guy here. 20, still not good enough. And I'm giving you the bonus of being up on the ceiling of 2, Mary. So you're not noticed either.
Okay.
Uh, Actually, I'd give you a 5 on that. And okay, so none of them noticed you as you guys creep down. As you
Great.
get to here, you see that the blood trails lead in this direction. Um, but the ping is still leading you farther north, Mary.
Yeah, I think we're going to continue
Mm.
to ignore that, even though we both want to be heroes.
I know. Definitely mark it, you know. We're gonna
As you walk past, these are barred doors, and so Elva, you can clearly see. I don't know how high up because it varies a bit, but how high up Elva is climbing on the, or Meriwether is climbing on the ceiling. But you can see occasionally, Mary, but definitely Elva walking through that there's um, bugbears just huddled in the corner in filthy condition in the cells to the east. Um, as you continue on, the next 2 cells are empty, and then you have that smell that you recognize of troll coming up upon you as you move further. I'm just moving you guys because I know where you want to go.
yeah.
If you guys want to be playing sorry, we can do that. But you know where you're heading, and as you know, you move past one of the trolls you walk past. Elva looks beaten. One arm, like they heal so quickly, and you can see that they have been tied down in ways to prevent their healing. They're being tortured abysmally. Uh, and then finally, you walk past this cell, and you see a drow. It's a drow woman, uh, and she is sleeping with her back turned to you, and appears to be not sleeping, sorry, has got her back turned. It appears to be scraping something as you walk past. She's scraping into the rock on the east wall. But then you get to the room you need to get to. Um, Meriwether, as you are on the ceiling, the cell just north of the one that you know is holding your friend Cora smells of death. You can smell. You've smelled undead before. Uh, in fact, you're rather reminded of the Revenant. Uh,
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
uh, and
Jorah or something like that. What was her
Joda,
name?
Joda Elrond.
Joda. That's it.
And you're reminded of that person and the smell of living death. And there's a hiss sound from that cell.
Yeesh.
Unnerving and pained. But the cell that you're most attuned to, you hear nothing. It is completely quiet. But you sense a living Cora in the cell locked in front of you.
Okay.
And I am going to call for a bio break. And then I'm going to move back to gamble chests. And then we'll come back to this group. But I
Okay.
might have had too much water and wine. So we're going
Never.
to. Well, just for me to be comfortable. Yeah. Okay. I have to put us on the pause. We will be right back here shortly. We'll be right back. Transition.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
The Douglas Fir Tree game.
And I think I can't tell. Yep, okay, my vocals are live. We're all good. All right, we're back. And I was going to jump back, so we are going to move away from Shrine Under and go back to Shrine East, where we have 3 of our party have discovered what appears to be the hidden treasure trove of the Kuatoa. I'm gonna shift ping.
I love how Nubin's in that group. Nubin and his quest for, you know, treasure and
Magic
magic
things.
items and like
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Here's hoping.
I'm
So
gonna
it's Nubin.
I'm gonna change Vela so that she is also observed by everybody. That way, I have all players being an owner of Vela already. All right, well, I'm gonna change it to observer,
Ooh. Wow.
and so now everybody should be able to see through Vela's eyes. While we're on this map, is that true?
Got Vela darkest in eyes.
Maybe not, but
I mean, I'm not on that map, like,
oh, right, because
but it
you and
doesn't
Ed are
matter
assigned.
because
Okay,
honestly, I'd rather not see what I don't see.
okay,
So
Mhm.
I've just been listening
fair enough.
because, yeah,
All
I
right,
can't speak for Ed, but that's me.
I'm good with it.
okay. So, as I recall, we did keep Vela's last check,
It was
and
so we
so
confirmed
chest
I
4
was successful
is,
on my investigation.
and what was found was that chest 4 um
Yeah,
was
that's what
trapped.
happened.
Was trapped. Sorry.
Was trapped.
Yep.
I didn't remember that.
I didn't tell you that.
Okay.
It
Okay.
is trapped in such a way as if you try to open it, your body weight to open it is going to make you fall. The whole thing will fall.
Like into a pit of despair.
Seems like it could be.
All right. Maybe we'll
Throw
skip
a
this
rock
one,
down
y'all.
there.
Well, I think it's trapped in
Oh,
the
it's true
way
if you
that
open it.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So I think maybe we'll just skip this one. And if we really feel like we need to come back for it, we know where it is.
What you see, I can actually describe it because it has it here. I'm sorry. What you're able to discover is at the base of the of the of the chest on both sides. It looks like there are bars that are holding the like when you lift the lid, these bars that are at the base of the chest will retract and the entire thing will fall down.
Got it. So there's no way.
Well,
Unless does it look like
you
I
can
could
disable the trap with thieves tools.
Okay. I'll come back to this one to work on it.
Okay.
Just I'll do the rest of them, the easy ones, hopefully.
Okay.
Because we opened all the other 3 already. So that one, no. So now we're on chest 3, 29.
This one was a hard one, but with a 29, like this one took you some time, but with the 29, you're like, oh, I see what you're doing here. And you sort of whistle to yourself, ooh, this one was a fun one.
Yay!
Because with a 29, you are very clearly succeeding at a very difficult lock, but this is one that felt like it was worth your while. Like, whoa, wow, I'm good at my job.
Nice.
It gives you a sense of
I
accomplishment.
love that feeling.
But it is completely unlocked and ready to go.
Did I unlock it?
Yes, sorry, I didn't. I should have said that was your trap check, but no traps. You unlocked it. I'm gonna give you that. That's a gimme because
Okay.
I fucked up.
Okay. I like that plan.
Uh.
I'm gonna do one more and then let the guys open chests.
Uh-oh.
A
Whoa.
double 1. I'm gonna come back to
Wow.
this one, guys.
It's
Maybe skip that
you
one.
can't tell anything about it. You are concerned because this is the first one that is heavy looking stout oak wood, iron bound, and the padlock on it was enormous. In fact, it wasn't so much your tools so much as like a little bit of a strength
I wasn't trying to
situation.
unlock it. I was just
Oh,
trying
right.
to do the trap check.
Right. But even checking for that stuff, it just you couldn't. Everything on it was so stout. Like you couldn't move anything. You couldn't poke things around. Nothing was gentle enough for you to peer into. It was just everything is beefy on this one. It's a stout chest.
Will I be allowed to come back and try again after I do the number 1 chest?
We'll see. The
Okay.
DC goes up if you fail.
Okay.
I mean, no, not we'll see. You can do it, but the DC goes up when you fail.
Okay, that's fair. So then number 1 is a 19.
This one also appears to be similar to this chest. If you move it, something bad's gonna happen. It's on a pressure plate.
Got it. Unlocked?
It appears to be unlocked.
Okay.
No, sorry.
All
It
right.
has a very ancient lock on it. Sorry. It is locked. Sorry. This lock
I
is
feel tired, guys.
bronze.
I'm gonna need you to get into these. I'm gonna take a step back and clear my head and kind of do this thing in the... Okay. Okay, 3 and 1 are ready for you.
So she's left
To 3 and 1.
4 is left alone because it has a very difficult trap on it.
I
3
haven't worked on it yet.
3 is unlocked and 1 is unlocked.
All right, I'm flipping 3
But
open.
remember, 1 is the same as your other one, Newbin. Don't take anything out because it's on a pressure plate.
Okay.
All right. Robes, when you fling open, or not fling open, but when you open the chest, the door to 3, there is a lot of platinum in here. Well over 2,000 pieces of platinum. It's also some green silk that looks embroidered with a language you've not seen before. It has gold, like, altar pieces wrapped in it. And then on top of that, both the gold altar pieces plus the green fabric that are wrapping it have inlaid pearls sort of sewn into it. Your best guess is well beyond anything else you've seen. Somewhere in the realm of 60 to 93,000 gold pieces.
Nice. Okay. I just kind of looking at it. I'm like afraid to touch anything right now. So I've been told several
Good
times not
choice.
to touch.
No touching.
But I'm
Right.
just observing it.
Right now, you guys are sort of estimating that the value in this room is well over 150 gold pieces, just in treasure alone.
Well, isn't there one that's 25,000 gold pieces just in one chest?
Yes.
So
25
well over 100. You said well
25
over 100 gold pieces.
100,000 gold pieces is what I
Okay.
meant.
Just clarify.
Sorry.
That's different
It is.
by a very big percentage. I'm sure Winston can tell us the percentage.
Look at the numbers again, but sure.
Ed, or not Ed, Tony, as you open the other one, it's filled with shells? Just a bunch of seashells. You've seen a bunch
No
of
touching.
them when you were in Saltmarsh.
Okay. So, did you describe what you saw as you opened the trunks? Do we all know what everybody saw? Newbin and Robes.
I remember what I saw in my first chest.
I just mean, like, are you
Oh.
telling us, is everybody sort of
Oh, yeah,
narrating
we're
as they
communicating.
open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe Newbin can see what's on the altar stuff and read it? In the one that Robes is looking at right now? Because there's
On the
writing.
robes.
Yeah.
Robes is the Robes by Robes.
They're not robes.
Yeah.
They, as you look at them, they're altar cloths, and altar dressing. You haven't
So I'll
seen.
go over and take a read.
You see, and I'm just gonna copy and paste it in because I am fairly certain I'm not gonna say it right. The name that you see, I gotta find it here. There it is Blibdulpoop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nope, not that.
Obviously. How'd you spell that? How did you spell that, Robin?
I didn't write
These
it
are from the
down, but
temple of.
there was a Fookship Junior that we met, so I was like, oh wait, what? So I was just looking back in my notes.
Blibdlepulp. There's. Tell me that Gary Gygax made that name up.
Oh yeah, for sure he did.
And you could only find it by coming in the back door.
Nope. If they had gone up to the top of the ziggurat, it would have been written on the top of the statue. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Don't tell them. You don't know what they're gonna do.
It's fine.
I'm certainly not gonna like learn the name of Naked Lobster Lady. That is not my priority.
It's Blibdlepoop.
I know. Now, well, you know.
It's.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna go back to number 2 and try one more time on my investigation.
Okay.
Ugh. Man, number 2's a doozy.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Reroll.
Do you have one? I don't even know
I
if
don't
you
know.
do.
He was just chanting it.
Okay.
There are 3 on the stream.
Okay. Then you do have a reroll.
All right, I'm rerolling.
Okay.
Okay.
27 will do it. There are. Ooh, let me make sure.
There's nothing in it.
Well,
It's
she's just
right now
checking
we're
for
just checking
traps.
for traps.
It is a box of air.
You do not find any traps.
That was exhausting. No. Good thing it's not trapped.
Yeah, but your thieves' tools just broke.
No.
Yeah,
Terrible.
A 1 on a pick is a breaking of your picks.
Reroll.
You can use a reroll. You have 2 left.
Oh, yeah, I would like to keep my thieves' tools. Anybody care?
No, yeah, go ahead. You need
That
to keep
seems
those.
incredibly important in the middle of a dungeon. So
Yeah.
Okay.
especially this
All right.
dungeon.
Number 2. 26 to unlock it.
Sorry, I need to update the rolls here. 1 second. All right. 26, you unlock it, and it is difficult. This one made you sweat a bit.
Yeah,
At one point, you thought
no doubt.
you thought your tools were gonna break, but just right before a
accurate.
snap, you pull one of the pins out and say, maybe you're not strong enough for this stout iron lock. This is this giant oak, and so go back in with a sort of a sturdier pick, and even maybe using like
A stiletto.
your dagger gets in there, and you sort of use your picks plus dagger, and you're able to pop the lock. There's just shy of 50,000 gold pieces in here. You have not.
I opened this one,
even in the
guys.
giants. Even in the giants
That's a lot of
treasure
money.
rooms, you have not seen this kind of cash.
I've never seen this cash. Like, I feel really rich all the time compared to what I had when I was little. This is nuts. Who needs this kind of money? What are you doing with all this money? So
I
much
could come
gold.
up with a few things, Vela.
Right. Okay. So, I'm going to go try to dismantle the trap on number 4.
Okay. Thieves
2 of you
check.
figure out what do you think. Well, oh yeah. Thieves' tools check. Ugh. Pathetic. Pathetic, Vela. Do better.
The bars lock in like they don't lock. The bars actually look like they might give now with any weight on it. You feel like if you don't figure out a way to get this chest off the trap, anything you do now will make it fall down into the pit.
Right. Does anybody want to just lift this thing? The two of you maybe just lift from both sides and like walk it into the middle of the room, like very synchronously. Otherwise, it's going to just open a big pit in the floor and we're all going to fall in. Well, not all of us. Just how much of the floor is pit? Just
Anybody who
underneath
is you get the sense that not sense. You are very very clear on this. What'll happen is anybody standing in the position to open it in this area will fall forward with it.
Got it. But if Robes lifted up a side where he is, and Noob came to the other side of it and walked it into
Yes,
like
I mean
wait,
as
if
long
they
as
went this way,
sure, as long as
that
both
would
of them
work.
make an athletic check and don't like sort of stumble and fall into the pit.
We can do it.
Right.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics. This is lifting. This is
We're
strength.
both so good at this. Watch.
But
Yeah.
oh man, I was gonna say the
no.
DC is 10. Oh my god. I was gonna say the DC is just slightly over average. It's a 10. Do you want to use your final reroll, Robes?
What is this a pit or is this like what are we? Or we don't know what it is.
She called it the possible pit of despair, and I said,
Yeah, I'm gonna use that reroll. Is that all right?
Yeah, well, that's up to you.
This could be interesting.
Okay. So,
man, hope we don't have to
giving me
actually
like
save the life of Cora at any point.
There you go. Hopefully not. So I see Vela watching me struggle, and I like muscle up and like lift it out.
Nice.
Right, and so at one point your foot slips as the whole bit that I've drawn out there in red collapses under. You look down and you see with your dark vision, you can see a bit of the rubble going, and it's going and going, and it passes from you. You don't hear anything, and as you sort of sliding it along, eventually you hear bloop.
Like water bloop or like hard surface bloop?
Yeah, your best guess is maybe a 500-foot
That'd be
drop.
more like a blap.
500-foot drop into water.
Okay.
Possible, I mean, survivable, sure.
Sure.
Unless you're goldfish.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Oh my god, sorry, just a brief thing. I listened to the most recent Critical Role and I actually cried a little bit. Like it was so sad. It was so sad that I got moved to the point of a little tear came out. So good. Sorry. I haven't been keeping up as well.
Your story was so good, my eyes started leaking.
I finally caught up and I was like, oh my god. Tear. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Their acting is better than ever.
It really is. I agree.
Yeah. It just really got me. Okay. So you guys managed to move the chest, and we'll take care of this, and then we'll move back to the other team, who is going to figure out how they're going to get Cora out.
With no rerolls, or maybe I think we need to maybe have a donation.
That's up to you. But in chest, this was chest 4.
Which is not unlocked yet.
The last.
Oh wait, I think it was locked. It was unlocked, but it had a trap.
Any creature in armor will drown in 2 rounds. God, one of you was so grim. Anyway, all right. What you find in the chest is 5,320 silver. I'm not going to go into all that. I will go through what you guys can take. A bag of holding can't carry everything that's in here. Not even close.
Yeah.
All right, but
there's no bag of holding in here.
You find no, there is not.
All right, we don't have to look for a bag of holding.
There is a case holding 12 vials within it. A helm and a pair of gauntlets.
Man. Well, you can go away from us for an hour because I think Nubin's found some new magic items he's going to check out.
Well, but I can't wear armor.
Can you wear gauntlets and helmets, or maybe not?
Yeah, gauntlets and helmets aren't armor, are they? Just a headgear? Like Munchkin? Armor's different than headgear?
I've always assumed they were all armor.
I think the only thing that doesn't count for monks and barbarians for the unarmored bit is bracers. But I could be wrong about that.
I've always thought it was just anything that gave an AC.
Right, because
anything that gave an AC?
Anything
even
that gives
magic stuff?
Any
Right.
armor that not magic stuff, but like anything, any mundane item that gives an AC bonus.
Right. So then a helm,
I think, is
Like a shield or a.
right, but
Yeah.
a helm
Right.
does not. Right.
Well, and shield doesn't count because barbarians can use those.
Oh, that's true. That's weird, huh?
But I don't know monks can they?
So
No.
monks aren't proficient in shield. No.
Right.
You're proficient at walking
but
on water.
a helm typically doesn't have an armor class bonus situation, right? It's just headgear, like Dusty was saying, actually. So I don't know that this one, whatever. But there's helms and gauntlets.
Can any of us identify?
In that room?
I cannot.
Pretty sure I don't have identify.
The thing that is most intriguing to Nubin is the scepter with the skull on the top.
Yeah. That's still in the chest, but we're going to come back to you guys on that one. I'm going to check back in with our other team. Going back to Shrine East. Nope, Shrine Under. Sorry, that's where we are. Alright, and I will ping here. Now, you guys have determined, I will move, I assume Elva would have moved up there. And these are barred doors, so like, typical jail cell door, it's metal with a barred window. And as Elva peeks in, she can see Cora, who is feverish. She is shivering, but unconscious. She looks emaciated. On her left wrist is the thread of Lolth, and it is constricted to the point where you can almost see the width of her bone. That it's pulled into into her flesh and buried in there to the width of her bone. Her hand almost looks gangrenous.
Are the walls like the doors are metal? What
but
are
the walls are stone. They're
the walls are stone?
They're cavern.
Okay.
Cavern wall.
Well, I mean, I have a spell prepared that might help us, Elva. I don't know if you have other ideas, but I can turn rock into mud.
I can get her out of there, but if I do, it will be incredibly loud.
Okay.
Your method might be, although not inconspicuous, less conspicuous. The only way I can get her out is with a thunderclap.
Ooh. Yeah, that might not be our best bet. Yeah,
Is
the
there a
only other
stealthy
way.
thunderclap?
No. For funsies,
No,
just
I believe it says within it that it is audible to 300 feet. And that would be in open air. I think down here, probably further.
Yeah. It'd be pretty freaking loud. I don't want to roll a bunch of perception checks, so can we just do? I liked Ed's not little, but what he did in Esper Genesis for luck. Well, one of you roll a d6 for luck to see if anybody looks your way.
You got it, Robin, or you want me to do it?
Oh, I can do it.
One is bad. Okay.
I rolled a 3.
All right. You guys are
I'm
good.
sorry, I was looking at spells and different things, so I
Sorry.
was.
Um,
Yeah.
right. Well,
Yeah, I could do that. Otherwise, the only other thing I could try is to go in there as a creature, small creature, try to turn her into a small creature, turn into
why
a creature
don't
again and drag her out. But that's a lot of
why don't
work.
you why don't you do the mud thing and loosen the bars, and then you can use your creature form to try to get out, and I can turn the two of us invisible,
All right.
me
I
and
think
Cora,
that's
and get
probably
us
a
out.
simpler solution. So the spell that I'm going to try to cast is called Transmute Rock, and it non-magical rock of any sort within a 40-foot cube becomes thick
Can you
flowing
localize
mud.
it more than that?
Well, here, I'll put it in the I know.
Is it
That
always 40 feet?
yeah,
Because
can
if we did that, we're swimming out of here.
Well, I mean, I could try to place it like lower. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be. So, like this is the spell. I
you choose an
Oh,
area that
area
fits
that
yeah,
fits within
fits
a 40
within.
foot.
yeah,
We're good. Okay.
right.
Um
So,
all right. Okay.
I mean, if the door is metal, I mean, I don't necessarily, I can't turn the door into
Right.
anything, but if I could
Well,
like
everything around it becomes
everything
mud.
around it
I
becomes
can move the
like
door out of the way.
right. So that's what I'm going to try to do is I put a
Glad you
template
guys thought
because
of
it
that
had that up.
because
So
I was going to say something. Okay. So, yeah.
there.
No, you can I don't the template you have you can control whatever you want you can control up to it seems to me a 40-foot cube. So, uh
Right.
so you want
And I
to
want it to become mud.
so if I'm going to draw this and you tell me if what I am thinking is what you're thinking. You're releasing like you're turning that bit of stone into mud, releasing the door.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
Elva's going to grab the door so that it doesn't
Hmm.
just sort of clang
It would
and
sink
fall.
into the mud.
Yeah,
Like the mud is like it's like almost like quicksand. It would like
right. It
sink
would
into
start
it.
sinking. So,
Mhm.
all right.
So,
Yeah.
So you cast the spell. You tell me if you're casting it. If you cast it, then I will ask Elva for a strength athletics check to wrest the door away in such a way to get Cora out.
Okay.
yeah, I'm casting it.
Okay, give me that strength athletics check.
Jeez.
I
10.
did not see that coming.
No, I was expecting a stronger.
All right, a 10 is a. I was thinking about a 12. So, uh,
Well, you got a 10.
you got a 10. So, Cora is able to. No, sorry, not Cora. Cora is unconscious. Uh, Elva is able to hold the door stable as the mud all goes away. So the door is neither sinking nor
Can I just let it? So if I can hold it stable, can I just let it sink?
you can. So as you're not able to
Okay.
move it.
Well,
You're not able to
I'm
move
not
to the
able to
side,
move it one way.
but it
Yeah, I'll just let it sink straight down.
okay. And I need one more luck check then now at this point, just because it's sinking, and you guys have to wait for this thing to sink in this mud. It's metal, but it's still mud. It's not like water, and so it's slowly lowering to the point where you're going to be able to step over it and get Cora out, but you're basically watching an elevator slowly, you know. Uh, and okay, nobody's noticing yet. The game is really good. It's really hot, and it gets down to about 2 feet that you have to step over.
I'm not even gonna wait that long as it's
Okay.
sinking. I'm gonna jump over it and get in there.
Okay. Uh, Cora is burning hot to the touch when you jump in there, and
Um,
completely unconscious.
I don't know if this will help, but I believe I'm gonna check. I think I can remove that, or I can try to heal some of that. Um, I can't find it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to D&D Beyond and see if I can find it there.
I'm looking for something akin to remove curse or lesser restoration.
I think I have a thing like the Paladin's Lay on Hands where I can like remove a disease.
Disease. Okay.
But I'm looking to make sure that is true.
Okay. I actually think that's true. For the Asimar, you have the lay on hands. I'm gonna say it's gonna work a little differently, but
well, and I know that this is caused by something on her, so I don't expect it to work. Like it's not gonna be a permanent fix, but
right.
It might.
Yes, you will be able
give us a
to.
minute.
You will be able to alleviate her suffering. Yes. And I actually, Ed, I'm pretty sure that's true. I played an Asimar before, and I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Unless anybody else, you can look it up, but I'm gonna say it works. So,
I don't see it on my sheet actually.
but you're an Asimar, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Asimar, isn't it called Well, now I don't want to. I mean, I want to kind of make sure, but
I have
I mean, the last time I played an Asimar,
Healing Hands, where as an action I can touch a creature and heal it for 15 hit points. I thought there was a thing where that got stronger, and I could also heal, like take away those things, but I might just be wrong.
you might be, but I think it might actually be one of the sub whatever those are called. Asimar and Volos, right? Sorry.
Mordenkainen's Monsters of the Universe.
Oh yeah, because I am using a deprecated source book. Verbal Asimar. Yuan-Ti.
Are you talking about divine restoration? That you can do lesser restoration as a bonus action?
I don't have anything that gives me that.
I think it's a feat.
Yeah, I think that's
that you have to be an Asimar to be able to use that feat.
Yeah, I don't think I have that. I think I was misremembering.
Okay. And you know what? I definitely was misremembering too because I'm looking at this and going.
Yeah, I don't have anything like that.
Can fly.
Okay. There you go. All right.
You could just like pray to your entity. Maybe it'll.
Well, you know, I do allow for an occasional non-clerical roll for divine inspiration.
I'm not really religious.
Okay. Well, you can retrieve the burning feverish body of Cora.
Yeah. Yeah, then I'm going to just like Fairman's carry her on my shoulders, jump back over the thing, and cast invisibility on both of us.
Okay.
Although she's carried, I think she becomes invisible anyway, but just in case.
That seems wise.
Put it on both of us.
In case you drop her, right?
Yeah. I won't be able to find her again if I drop her, but.
That's true. All right.
Well, you could drop invisibility.
So, Mary, what you see is the door sinks. Elva jumps over, grabs Cora, jumps back, and both Cora and Elva blink out of existence. What are you doing?
Well, I guess since I can't see my partners at this point, I'm gonna turn into a creature.
Which one?
Yeah, that's a good question. For now, I think like a giant beetle.
Okay. How big is a giant beetle?
I mean, I have a giant fire beetle stat here. It's a small beast.
Okay.
So, like that big?
Yeah, it would be like that big. Yeah.
Small is probably like 1.5 to 2 feet.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'm just going to be crawling, you know?
Okay.
Giant beetle crawling.
Gotcha.
Seems like there might be beetles around here. I don't know. I'm trying to go. It's not a fire beetle because they illuminate. I don't want to do that. I just am thinking, a beetle.
Gotcha.
What's going to happen is if there are any beetles, they're going to see your giant ass and they're going to think, that's the beetle prophet. And you'll become a prophet to a whole new
Queen of the
crew of people.
Beatles.
Wrong group. All right, I am putting. Apparently, there is no giant beetle, but I
No,
will.
it's just a
It's
giant fire beetle like I saw, and I was like, well, a beetle would be good.
fine
Maybe I
by
can
me.
just be
You're just a beetle, but I don't
a
have a
giant
token for
beetle.
that. So
Okay.
I'm going to use this giant fire beetle token, uh, and that'll be you. But apparently, it's medium.
Oh, it says in the
Nope, it's small.
Well, the
Apparently,
fire
thing.
beetle might be, but you didn't want to be that big.
Right.
no, the giant fire beetle is small.
Yeah.
I was
It
wrong.
says small.
And so here we go, and I'm going to give you. You should now be able to move
There.
the fire
I
beetle
will.
token.
All right.
Eh,
With all 4 of its hit points.
yeah, yeah. This won't last long if
No.
you run into anything bad.
It was more just so, but the spider climb would still be active, right? So can I fire beetle up along the
Yes, you can,
okay,
and
on
you're
the
not a
ceiling?
fire beetle. You're a beetle, so you're not
I
like
know, I'm a
glowing.
beetle,
Well, the
right.
reason I'm saying that
Yes.
is you're not glowing as you're walking on the ceiling. You're just
No,
yeah.
no, no.
You're even
I'm just
more.
beetling.
You're more surreptitious. So, all right. So both of you you walk past this place again, and again you hear somebody screaming in there, um, and then get close to the staircase, and two of you are invisible. One of you's on the ceiling as a beetle. You all have to sneak past this group of people playing games. So you have advantage on your stealth check to go up those stairs.
Nice.
Oh,
That's what I
wow.
wanted to see.
Nat 20! There it is. And a 27! Not Nat. But,
No.
well, I mean, that is harder for Elva, right? Because you have an armor disadvantage to get over.
No, it's just because I'm not proficient.
Oh, okay.
My
Well,
armor doesn't have a penalty, but
oh, that's right, because it's the special.
Although that was my stat. I realize I just rolled it from my sheet, so I don't know what beetle um
What did you have? A plus
18
9, and you would have had a.
it would have been an 18
That's
beetle.
still pretty. You're gonna beat the passive perception of all these guys. So I'm not gonna make a luck check because you guys were actively doing that, and They were not actively looking for you guys. They heard nothing because you guys were very careful with the mud. It was an incredibly quiet prison break. Uh, and you have Cora on your back moving up the stairs. I'm going to move over to the treasure hunters.
as we get a little ways up the stairs,
Oh,
I'm assuming that Mary is nearby, although I don't have any concept because we're invisible.
right.
I guess I
Right,
can
but
see you.
you could see me. I'll wiggle
Yeah.
my little like beetle
So I'm
antenna,
just gonna
try to
say
like
I'm just going to whisper, I'm making a beeline for the exit and just getting out of here.
sounds good. Squeak squeak. Right? I don't know.
And you
Scritch.
make a
Click
beetle
click.
line for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
the puns
nod.
keep
I don't
coming.
know. I can't give any indication that I've heard this, but you know.
Okay. Um, you guys move into. You're going back on to Shrine East map.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
Shrine East.
I think our
And
goal is just to get out of this area as fast as we can.
yep. Yeah, you guys. I knew as soon as I was like, oh, you have locate creature. There's gonna be no like reason for you guys to explore. Uh,
Yeah.
Well, some of us explored.
Yeah, we're over here like looting. We're just like, what the fuck? We're just opening chests and like
And
stealing things.
and if Cora wasn't in such dire, need of help, I think Elva and Mary might have been a little bit more heroic.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
there's
Fair.
We're
both-
heroic.
we both lament the fact that we can't save whoever's screaming. but-
yeah.
Fair.
okay. Well, we're on the same map again for a very brief second. So I'm going to take us back up to here with the treasure seekers. What is it you guys wish to do? You have more treasure than you could possibly carry out with you. You also don't even know where the fuck you are.
It's very true.
Yeah, because we definitely couldn't go back the way it came with all this stuff.
Well, we could.
That'd be pretty hard. Did we
But not
Did we figure out the
impossible.
true? Did we figure out like some of the stuff is just like easy to carry and worth a lot, which is like the real value in 1E, right? Of like
Yep.
I've got a medallion that's worth more money than in all the other chests combined.
Yep.
Right.
So do we touch it?
Do we touch it? Well, is that the thing we want to take for sure, or do we want to take any of the statue things, like any of the symbolic
Have that
stuff?
medallion and plane shift. You're out.
I mean, is there any way to like? I guess that'd be ideal, like detect magic.
Yeah,
I should have taken
if
that.
you had a Furbolg with you.
I know. Or let's see.
What about if
that
we
may-
don't touch it and we just like use manipulatives to get it out of the thing and into the bag of holding, and then we wait to do anything with it? Oh, but then we'll have to touch it to get it out of the bag of holding.
Yeah, you absolutely would
Yeah.
have to touch it to get it out of the bag of holding.
Yeah.
What if we put it into the bag of holding inside something?
Yeah.
So
What
like
about if we
more
put
of
it
a
in the gray
pouch?
bag of tricks?
Put my hat, my vermin hat.
You're gonna
I had
pull
it
out a
in.
weasel with that amulet on, and it's gonna be like some kind of amulet of supreme power. And
Yeah,
that
it's gonna be like
weasel
a
is gonna
god, like
rule the
Jafar.
world.
Unlimited power.
It's an amulet of
I-
awakening. Whatever you pull out next will have the awakened effect on it.
I'm just watching all the creative ideas hitting Paul. Like,
I just really want you to do it. No, I don't. You do what you want to do.
All right, we
Uh,
will leave it alone. But man, I want it.
I created.
no,
old
I
school
think we should
D&D.
take it.
I
I
created a
don't think we should
macro
leave it.
for the gray bag of tricks that I want to put on
Well,
Valish.
Does it
feature out of the
include a-
gray
does
bag
it
of tricks
include a
and make
weasel
them
lord?
carry it.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
If that happens, it happens to your creature.
yeah, and they're supposed to like take
Okay.
instructions.
I'm gonna take a bite out of the fuzzy ball of tricks.
Wait a minute.
Fuzzy
Hold
ball
on.
of tricks.
Hold on.
What
will
now?
you-
What's happening?
Will you go to rollable tables?
Yep.
And I specifically set gray bag of tricks to be something you can
Yep.
go to.
I can see it.
Okay, you should be
Yeah.
able to roll it now without me having to do it. So,
In what way?
and you can actually pull it into your macro bar too,
Okay, I will do that.
and then just click and hit roll, and yep, you have a boar.
All right. Welcome, boar. I need you to use your tusk to pick up that medallion. So
Okay,
the boar is gonna shove its head in the chest and try to root the medallion onto its head.
you got it. So
Now we have the boar lord.
all right, hold on. Let me make sure what we got here. Okay.
Oh no! Beware the laughing Dia.
No.
The lit swine.
No. You're fine. The boar hooks it on a tusk and Pumbaa style pulls it over to you.
Nothing happens. All right, he's touched it. Okay. I'm gonna pick it up.
You have never touched anything as delicate and as beautifully inlaid as this. Clearly worth 25,000 gold pieces.
25,000 gold pieces.
There's nothing. The medallion is fine.
Okay, I hand it to Ropes. Here you go.
I'm just gonna put it around my neck.
This is
I
this is
figured-
1E
I
though, so
figured we
it's
were.
only cursed for
Oh
male.
man, and it's gonna be like a Neil Diamond like medallion, like
I'm gonna drop it into my shirt. You know.
yeah, oh yeah, sure, and then sing a little cherry, a little hot August evening. Shiloh. Anyway, so no, that's all that happens. Nothing. Robes now has he is wearing a 25,000 gold piece medallion.
Now this is high level play.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's high
Conspicuous
level one.
consumption.
So what temple is this again?
This the shrine of the Kuatoa. You don't know.
And
It
do
was
we know if
Bloopadoop's
Blip,
shrine.
do
you
we know
you do know from the altar dressing that it's Blipadoops.
do we
Blipoodoops.
know did we have a sense of whether or not Kuatoa was a good god or a bad god? Like, do we want to
Kuatoa are the people. The goddess is Blipuldoop.
and do we like the Kuatoa people?
You don't know.
Well,
Or they're
no,
bad?
the guy that took us across the river
Yeah.
gave us
Mhm.
a long history about how his father took him away because they had gotten real bad. They
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
that was about all we heard about them before coming
Mhm.
here. And
They-
then Leonard filled us in on some stuff too.
They've gotten very
Yeah.
insular, very weird, and
Okay.
sort of the sense that you've gotten is that they've gotten real culty.
Got it.
That's perfect for
All
you,
right.
Vela.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
they're
Why?
working
Why would you
people
say that?
until they're sacrificed is what I wrote down.
Yes,
So-
correct. All of that is true.
Do you
So
think I'm a
don't you want to
cultist,
know?
Robes?
No. I just you have
What?
interest in cults.
Yeah,
Did
in
you?
not liking them.
Didn't say you liked him. I just say that you are questioning what is a cult. What is not a cult? We have a cult, maybe. Something for you to learn. I don't know.
Right. Okay. Just so we're clear that I'm not a cultist.
Wow.
We've got
That
okay.
was a really great backpedal out.
I got a charisma at 20.
Yeah, I was gonna say you did it. You did it.
Definitely was wearing a parachute and not a knapsack.
That's right.
Um. So we want to do what we can to reduce the cult factor. Maybe we do we take some of the religious vestments to remove the power of the god.
Well, that's actually a good point because I think wasn't our Koatoa friend saying that the Sea Mother is being like diminished,
Yes.
or did I get that wrong?
Well, um, his feeling was as things had gotten weird, and that the new priesthood had taken a tact with the Sea Mother that he wasn't comfortable with himself. It's not necessarily that she was diminished. He just wasn't comfortable with where they were going. It's what I was intending to say.
Got it. Okay, so it wasn't
And
like she's fallen from favor. It's more like they're perverting the
that
religion. Kind
that
of.
bit that you're remembering is the difference between some of the Drow.
Got it. Okay.
Not the Kuatoa. Yep.
So we don't know anything about the Sea Mother.
Blipuldoop? No, you've never even.
Well, we don't know
Well,
if Blippledoop was the
you
Sea
could
Mother.
make a religion check.
Yeah. That page. Here we go.
No,
It's a big one.
never even. Yeah, those consonants shouldn't go together.
But yeah, I mean, I don't have great formal training in religion. I just know adult. Okay. So we don't like the culty stuff, so maybe we take the religious-y things. Like maybe we prep to get out of here and grab the altar one wasn't trapped.
The stuff that you guys had that was of interest that I heard was you've grabbed the medallion.
Mhm.
There is
The scepter.
the scepter. Then there's the icon of her.
And those were in the pressure plate chest number 6.
Correct. Then there's the bone tube.
That's in 5, right?
Yep. No, bone tube is in 6.
Oh, okay. All 3 of those are in the pressure plate one.
And 5 had a small coral coffer with gems inside it. 4 which is the one you guys moved off of its pit trap, had the box of vials in it, a helm and gauntlets. Then you have the altar stuff yet, and the shit ton of gold pieces, and then the box of shells.
Right. Okay, so the shells got us into places, right?
Pocket full of shells. A box
So we
full
should
of
each
shells.
try it. But there was a pressure plate on the shell box as well.
Correct.
1 and 5 have a pressure plate.
Correct.
So maybe we just take the stuff that we can fit in the bag of holding, like the bone tube with this is the same as the scepter, right? It's the
No,
bone tube with
two
the
different
skull on the
things.
top.
Two different
Oh,
things.
okay.
I don't know if they're in two different boxes off the top of my head, but they're two different things.
I think they're both at 5 or at 6. I mean,
6 has a bone tube. The scepter is in 7.
oh, okay, with the medallion,
The icon and the bone tube. The icon of Bliddleploop is in 6 with the bone tube.
right? Do we have enough room in the bag of holding, Newbin, to take all the stuff out of this one that's in the middle of the room?
Ed, how much can you fit in a bag of holding? I can't remember off the top of my head.
My house rule is it's as much as you can fit in the opening. So I don't ever pay attention.
Oh, I thought it was like basic.
There is something in the item description. I just choose to disregard it.
I usually think of it as 3
100
cubic
pounds.
yards. 3 cubic yards.
64 cubic feet.
It's a refrigerator.
64 cubic feet.
Okay.
Thank you, though, Ed. That really does help me.
A refrigerator
Like,
is huge. That's huge. That's a
64
great help.
cubic feet doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything to me, but a
Yeah, it's about a
refrigerator,
refrigerator.
I can
Yeah.
picture that. Yeah,
That's
I love it.
amazing. Okay, yeah. So we're probably full.
We're
Or
full?
close.
Open the crisper, Newbin. Come on, there's got to be some room.
It's got the new shelves you can move around.
We do have a giant velvety change purse that we could carry some stuff out in. Or ditch.
I think anything we don't want them to get, we should put in the velvety purse and drop in the pit.
I feel like there's an unnecessary middleman in there, but you do you.
Well, because then if they recover it, they'll blame the giants, not us.
Oh.
What if I cover things in the potion of slipperiness? Will they slide into the bag of holding then?
No, it's a magical dimensional space. It does not care about the slipperiness.
So you think our bag of holding is full?
I don't. Well, tell me what's in it because it's a refrigerator, and I think there's like a suit of armor in there.
We have lots of cash, 2 bottles of wine, a shield with the sea princess symbol. Ooh, hey, maybe we use that. Wait, sea princes, not princess. Sorry,
No,
I can't
A
read.
large fridge is 28 cubic feet. Like our fridge is 28 cubic feet.
Wow. Yeah.
So like we're talking 2 industrial size fridges.
Yeah. I think you're thinking of me. Yeah, I guess maybe it would be because 68 square feet would be or cubic
64.
feet. Wait, did you say 28
64.
cubic?
Our fridge is like 28 cubic feet.
Cubic. Okay. So yeah,
So,
that would be like a standard refrigerator in a commercial fridge in a restaurant.
Yeah, and even the commercial ones are smaller than 64. The power of Google. Most commercial ones look like they're like max of 50.
There's a bunch of stuff in here, but a lot of this stuff is actually kind of small stuff. Like it's a note card and it's
okay. Then you guys
potions of healing.
I mean, with that much space, I mean, if I'm thinking about a walk-in cooler at this point, not quite a walk-in cooler, but
it's not quite, yeah.
But a half a walk-in cooler, then I think you could shove quite a bit of this stuff in there. But I think Ed's point is a very good point, which is it still kind of has to fit in the opening.
Yeah, but all this stuff is small, right? Like It's
Yeah.
all either
Yeah,
narrow or
if you pour it,
so
if
it
you
can
pour,
fit.
if you pour it in, sure.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of the coins. I didn't think we were going to take a chest.
Up to you. I just need to know what you guys want to take at this point, because I think you have room in your bag of holding, is what we're saying. So,
Well, I guess we do have a whole set of armor, the fancy ass super light armor from the Drow commander.
but that, if we're talking like maybe 4 or 5 refrigerators, that would you have room.
Okay.
I just put a 72 cubic foot commercial refrigerator into the chat and Discord.
Let me see.
I don't.
I want to see it.
That's 72 cubic feet, so it's a little bigger. So like cut the
But
last
just
door in
barely.
half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just barely, because you're talking
Where'd you put
cubic.
In the lanai.
You put it
Oh,
in
in
the
the
lanai.
lanai.
Well, that's
Oh, okay.
useful. All right. Well, I mean, if you put a suit of armor in there, you've taken up a third of it. So
Yeah.
Depending how far back it goes.
that's true. Okay. This is what we talk about on Roleplay GIF. But I think
I feel like it's relevant.
I think it's useful. Like, I think Ed bringing up a refrigerator is a very useful thing.
Yeah.
And then we have now
Especially
used it.
once we realize
Yeah,
The
that it's
refrigerator's
bigger.
too small.
it's too
Yeah.
small. But now that we know that, we know it's like 4
Right.
refrigerators.
Yeah.
Well, three and some change.
3. Yeah.
Or 2
3.
William Refrigerator Perrys.
Especially if you have
Oh,
the
will he
G.I.
be
Joe
doing the
figure.
icky shuffle?
Yeah, he will be.
The
All
All right,
Super
so we can fit in all the stuff from the one that would fall down the chute with no problem. I don't think.
That is 4. So in 4, you could fit the chest, which you could just dump. If you dump that chest in, that would be 5,320 silver pieces, 2,100 electrum pieces. You're welcome.
I wasn't worried about the coins. I was talking
Okay.
about the stuff.
12 vials and a helm.
Yeah, those are what really
Okay,
intrigued by.
so what you guys are dumping in from there is, and I just want to make some decisions
Assuming
now.
my party agrees. Yeah.
12 vials.
Honestly, for me, it's all the stuff and ignore the coins. Take whatever coins we can fit on our own coin purses.
Helm and gauntlets. That's what you're taking from that one.
Helm, gauntlets, vials.
I'm gonna hit enter
Is
if
what
you
I would
guys
like to
are
take.
dumping into the. I'm gonna hit enter if that's what you guys want to grab and put in there.
Yep.
Okay.
First, yeah, from that one.
The boar says yes. Okay, those things go into the bag of holding. All right.
I've already
then-
typed them in.
All right.
Yeah. And
Nothing-
then we had
Nothing
altered
untoward
garments.
happens while you grab those.
Okay, good. And then do we want the sea god and the scepter, right?
What does the now sentient boar think about it?
He snuffles.
He starts singing a song about I was a one more hog. So
Just
Chest
whipping ass.
chest 1 still has some other stuff thing in it, right?
chest 1 is full of shells. Chest 2 has
Sorry,
almost
7.
7 has a container that looks to be worth 3,000. It has the medallion that Robes is now wearing and the scepter.
Yeah. And then 6 has a pressure plate,
6
but
has
we
a
want the
pressure
stuff
plate.
from there, right? The sea woman and the
You have an icon of the
bone
of the sea mother, and you have a bone tube plus jewelry.
but that one's on the pressure plate.
Correct.
Thoughts, men?
I think Paul should say bone tube more.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm not a man, but I'm sharing my thought. Because Dusty, you had said thoughts, men. Anyway, yeah.
Fair. Fair.
I thought it was about saying bone tube.
As I said that, I'm like, yep, that's probably why.
I knew
people would
exactly
think
why
that,
you
so
said that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did
I
too.
did,
Yeah.
like,
I was with you.
I didn't want it to be for the wrong reasons, right?
I was referencing the men that are in the room.
What
I
is
know,
it
I
you
know.
I
want
know.
to
They just
grab?
haven't spoken up still.
If you remove
Gentlemen, would you like to grab your bone tube?
Vela will
Fine.
remind you that there's a pressure plate. If you remove things from the
I know. Yeah.
yeah, you are fairly certain something bad will happen if you remove stuff
On
from these.
from 1 and 6.
Correct.
Now, do we know what will happen, or is it
No.
just it's something bad? Okay.
Can I
So why
try
don't
and
we have
figure
the
out what it would be?
Yes, you can roll another check.
Investigating traps, so advantage.
Yes, correct.
All right.
You are fairly certain that both of these, as you kind of take your time while you're all discussing. I'm just gonna delete this, whatever. While you guys are discussing what to take and what not to take, Vela threads back and looks at all the mechanisms and sort of traces back and sees that in the ceiling above. You guys can't see this new text thing. Hold on.
We can see the new text.
Okay. Well, what I want you to. I don't want that. I want this. The ceiling above here. If you move those, a very large, very heavy, very fast-moving rock wall will fall down, sealing you in the room.
I see.
Too bad you can't turn that into mud.
I think I can turn it into a door.
That's cool.
Yeah, I can. All right, we're fine. It's fine, guys. If you want to take stuff out of there, there'll be a big rock wall, but I can just open it up into a door.
All right, I'll grab the bone tube.
Okay, you grab the bone tube, and as you pull it out of the chest,
I have a problem with rods and bone tubes, Rose.
Jesus, you can
Take long either. He didn't hesitate. As soon as it was good to go, it was like,
bone tube.
go
I got
for
the
it.
medallion on. I'm feeling nice.
I like it.
I'm
I like
feeling
it.
nice because ladies go crazy for a sharp-dressed man.
I thought you were gonna. I thought for sure you were gonna be like, I'm feeling myself. Yeah,
But you can there's inside it's hollow clearly, and because it's a tube. But also you can hear paper shuffling around inside it. It is recognizable as a scroll case at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
I guess I'll check the scroll, see what it
Okay.
is.
You open up the tube, and
Aw.
there are 3 scrolls within
Which
it.
tube?
You peel back the tube, the bone tube.
Nice.
I didn't do that one.
There are 3 spells on it. Do you have the ability to read those spells, like as a warlock? Do you have that ability to know?
Well, I do read Draconic.
I'm just. Do you have
And-
that devil's?
I don't have the
that thing
Devil
is?
Sight.
Not,
No, I don't have
not
that.
Devil's Sight, whatever that one is that lets you read everything.
I don't have that. I don't have the
Okay.
Eyes of the Crypt Keeper, or whatever the heck it
Okay.
is. But
All right.
I do have the ability to see illusions. it.
Nothing illusory here. But they are written in a language that's not familiar to you.
Okay.
Noob will take a look then.
Oh yeah.
You hand them to Noob, and Noob, you guys have been traveling together for a bit. And as Noob reads through them, there's a invocation at the beginning of one of the spells, which is for restoration. And as he starts reading it out loud, it catches your ear. It says, "As bestowed by those who follow the paths of the Weaver. Here lies the way towards rebirth." And the spell is Greater Restoration. So the scrolls, as Noob kind of looks through them, and I don't know that actually being able to read all languages lets you read Arcana. That seems like a bit of a stretch, but I think I'll say that there's like introductory language on each of these spells that he's able to figure out from that are written in.
Maybe we could like work together. My knowledge of magic, his knowledge
Okay.
of the words.
And
5e D&D does not associate any particular language with arcane magic.
Oh.
yeah, it's
Draconic is a classic, but Infernal could definitely also qualify as my
Right.
Sylvan or Primordial.
no, it's true. And I think there's a lot of ways you can go with it, but like I don't think it gives you the ability to understand a spell, is what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
you
Oh,
could
Maybe
sure.
understand some of the
That's
words,
fair.
but not the
Got
magic.
it.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm
I
Like, we
saying
wasn't
put the
thinking I'd
words
be able
together.
to do
no,
magic.
but
so I was just...
but there's just some words that let him kind of. I'm gonna say in this case, these scrolls have like introductory paragraphs that he's able to read.
Yeah.
It's like a lorem ipsum generator. Like
Yeah,
you read
kinda.
it and it's words I know, but
Yes.
lorem ipsum dolor sit omit.
Okay. Those are the spells that are on those scrolls.
Interesting.
So some of you may be able to use those, some of you may not. They aren't necessarily, because this is 1E, they didn't actually have necessarily a lot of differentiation between class spells. So
Mm-hmm.
there was between cleric and they were called magic users at the time, but it's a little messier. So those are I'm translating 1E into 5E.
What are
Lower,
the rules for scroll casting?
I think
Is
it's
that something that you have to be a certain class, or can you do you
As
have to have
long
a
as
spell?
it's in your class's spell list, you can use it.
Interesting. So can warlocks cast scrolls then if they're in their warlock
Yeah.
list?
Yep.
Huh. Okay. I don't think any of those are though. But
I have a feeling True Seeing is, isn't it?
yeah, that might be actually.
Yeah. Um,
Let's see.
So those are the scrolls that were in the bone tube. What else? Should I flip over to the other group while you guys think about this, or?
If you want, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you
that's
should
smart.
talk a little bit about more about that tube.
All right, I'm going back to. I'm actually gonna move. I'm gonna move. Merryweather
Should we
and.
put the bone tube in the hole while we're waiting?
That's totally up to you in the hole, Tony.
As long as the hole's consenting.
Yeah.
True. That's fair.
All right, you guys. You guys. Shit, I'm not on the wrong thing. All right, Ed and Robin, I have moved you on to Shrine West. Um,
All right.
so you're in that hallway, and you're a beetle. I'm not gonna put the beetle back on the screen, but you're a beetle and you're invisible with Cora.
Yeah, just beelining it for the door that we came in.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask for one of you to roll a d6.
Is it my turn?
I think it's your turn.
All right. I will roll a 2.
All right. And you guys are able to, because you're invisible and a beetle, you are able without trouble to get back to. I'm trying to find a Cora token, and I don't know that it actually matters because I'm just going to move you guys out to.
Right now she's luggage.
She is luggage. I'm going to move you guys all the way over to here. As soon as you get to this point, like, I'm going to move you all the way down to here. You start to hear a sound of conch shells being blown, as if an alarm is being raised. Those in the treasure room can also hear these conch shells being blown. The shrine is under alert. Um, what do you? I want to ask what Mary and you guys are. What do you want to do once you leave the shrine? I kind of want to know where you guys are going. You guys want to look at the arrow like canoe map?
I don't know that we need to because
Okay.
there was a path here, and we're just going to go out a ways and
Mhm.
probably try to find a way to reach out to the other team and
Right.
see if we can figure out a way to let them know.
Yeah, I don't know as if we have a way to communicate, but I could definitely, if when I'm no longer a beetle, try to, locate one of our other group members.
How long?
So
We know the way that they went in. We could
right,
potentially, if we can find a spot to hide up.
right.
How long do you want to remain a beetle, Mary?
Until I see Elva.
Yeah, I've got an hour on that spell.
So
Okay, but
yeah,
you guys are traveling kind of with the faith of Elva
I'm
can see
trusting that
Mary.
Elva's following the
Right.
beetle.
Yeah, I can
right?
see Mary, so I'm
Yep.
I'm sticking, and we can talk. I mean, once
Yeah.
we're out of an
Well,
area
you
where we
can
think
talk.
we're going
I'm
to
a
be heard.
beetle.
Right, but I can like, if I lose
The
sight of you,
quotes when
I'll
you're
call.
out, when you're wild shaped, the quotes are fabulous. Well, you can talk. I'm a beetle.
But yeah, you can see me. I can hear you. And as soon as I can see
Does
you,
the beetle
I
have a
can
language
drop.
on his sheet?
No, there's actually just a dash. No
Oh.
languages for beetle. It's not a very. It's got 4 hit points. It's a
I'm still
challenge of
planning to take
0.
Giant Owl on my next
It's a
character.
challenge rating of 0.
Yeah,
Wow.
it is.
Oh.
10 experience if you squash this beetle.
Okay.
Probably less because I can't even illuminate. I am not a fire beetle,
It's
so
true.
it's not a very interesting creature.
Except for it's an enormous beetle. Like,
Yeah.
that's interesting to me.
I had.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to keep the fantasy alive. This is a giant
Gotcha.
beetle. I'm joking.
Yeah. So once we're far enough out that invisibility wears off or is dropped, then I can drop wild shape as well.
All right, so here's kind of what I'm thinking, and I'm gonna move you guys to here for a second. So I'm thinking, remember, we're rotated here, but I'm thinking around here.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once you guys get there, you're on a secondary passage. There's not a lot of traveling here, but there is some. You know, once you get to that area where the tertiary passage branches off, that you're very likely to be traveling alone. Like you're unlikely to run into anybody. So you guys are moving in that direction.
We'd almost have to because that's the way our friends went in.
Yeah.
Like we know. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Well, no, I mean, correct. I agree with you. So I don't know why I'm not agreeing. I'm just the DM. But that makes sense. Okay. I want to go back now to our friends who are looting. What else are you guys thinking of taking?
What else is of note besides money? Like I think we've grabbed all the artifacts, right?
Yeah, you guys are not
No.
interested in the money, but you have the artifacts that are available are the scepter, the icon of Blidilpoop,
Which we just grabbed, right? Because that
Nope.
was. Oh no, that was
Nope.
not.
So we
what
haven't
the
grabbed it.
thing-
Okay.
And then you did pour all of the magic items in what you assume are magic items into the vials, the helm, and the gauntlets. And then
What about like
There's
wasn't there, like
something
a
in number
silk or
1.
something?
is there
Oh.
what?
Yeah, the
Number 1 was
vestments
the
in number 3.
Yes, there were altar not vestments, but altar dressing.
altar dressing. Okay.
What was in number 1? There was something in that one, right?
Shells.
Shells, right? So,
Seashells.
and that was the same trigger. Like when I looked at the pressure plates, they both did the same thing.
Correct.
Okay.
They're
So
actually
I think I will.
they're actually mechanically connected to the same device.
Okay. So my gut would be like, get enough shells for all of us, some vestments, and the rest of the stuff. And then if we can fit more money in, great. I'm gonna work on making this door, and then I'll go to the stone and stone shape.
Well, you haven't dropped the stone wall yet.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, you did? You moved
The bone,
it?
I
the
pulled the
bone
bone
thing was
tube.
on the
It
pressure
was?
plate for number 6.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought I didn't.
Maybe it didn't weigh enough.
Yeah. It's
That's
just
a
the
disappointingly small bone
yeah.
chunk. then.
Oh,
It's going
Nope,
on.
you're right. You're right. The wall fell. I'm sorry. I missed that. Okay. So yeah, the wall did fall, and you can start working on the door. And so, what is it you guys want to try to grab as she's working on making a new door?
The vestments.
Okay.
I mean, might as well. I think if you grab anything that's interesting, and maybe you grab some shells.
You grab the vestments, and nothing happens when you grab those. You are aware that that is potentially the most valuable thing you've grabbed.
Interesting.
Between the pearl inlay on this altar dressing plus the gold vessels that go with it, it's valued. You guys estimate maybe 60,000 gold you'll get for it.
Holy God!
Wow.
You just build a castle.
Rebuild a monastery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Aw.
Did Tony?
That's
even
why I'm
hear?
assuming that, Nubin wants all that.
Tony wiped a tear.
I wanted
Well,
it just so that we could stop
I was
the cultiness.
I was gonna go over and empty the platinum chest into here for sure.
Okay.
Like monastery? Fuck that. Let's make some money.
The platinum has it's the same places where the altar cloths are. So there's 2,440 platinum, which is 24,000 gold. And the only other things that are sort of odd that you guys have not grabbed yet are the scepter and the icon. And that's it.
Grab
Everything.
those two.
Oh,
I'm gonna have
I
the board
have
get those.
already.
You did? Okay.
The icon and the scepter?
Yeah.
I didn't think we'd talked about those yet. Did you
You
put them in already, though, Noob?
You had not. You had not talked about grabbing those.
Oh.
Well, we talked about getting them, but we just hadn't grabbed them yet.
Okay.
I'll send the board to get those while they're dumping out the altar. While they're dumping out chest 3, and so I'll have it nudge those out.
Okay. Are you grabbing the scepter and the
we didn't have any sense that those were.
That's what what I was sending the board to get just now. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm having the board
Which one?
nudge the scepter and the.
All right.
They're both in chest 7, right?
It nudges the scepter. The scepter rises into the air, strikes the boar, and kills it dead. The scepter is now floating in the air. I need you all to roll for initiative.
I just want to say I did cast stone shape just so that it's out there. The door is open.
How long does stone shape take?
1 action.
Okay.
I was doing it while they were emptying the altar stuff.
I also just want to say that Alva and Mary rescued somebody, went all the way in, got out, no initiative rolled at all. You guys emptied 7 chests and are fighting a scepter.
We're getting beat up by the treasure.
That's why we have the boar.
No, you don't.
It's
the boar's
like
dead.
The boar in the canary mine.
It's not dead because it just returned to the Pharaoh.
That's true. Well, no, Greyback Catrix is not familiars.
But they do just disappear when they die or when they're killed.
Yeah, we don't get to
we need an encounter, Paul,
or anything like that.
I know. Okay. And I'm just going to pull this thing on here.
I like you can roll from your little image.
Yeah, I just added that as a.
That's nice.
And
that's
roll
better
from
than
your
the
image.
Yeah, if you like the little picture of your character at the top, if you click the little dice, it rolls.
Yep.
The little character at the top.
From the carousel.
Well, you've already rolled, so I think you can't.
From the carousel.
Uh-oh. Is it poison?
Ooh. Applying damage is fun.
Okay. Yeah. As long as you target, you got to target. Okay, Newbin, you're up first. This scepter is floating in the air and looks like it's sort of bobbing and weaving.
It's a monk.
Interesting. So only the boar has touched it.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna I'll strike it with the Morning Star.
You got it. Hit the attack button. 18 will hit. I think you need to move forward though, Tony.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I meant to
That's
do
all right.
that.
That's all right. Okay.
9 damage.
All right. You hear a clang, and it sort of vibrates in the air like disconcertingly, almost cartoonish. If Noob had seen a cartoon.
Now I'm sad for Newbin.
Anything else you want to do, Noob?
That's sad. Well, I'm a little nervous to touch it, so and that would be my other attack.
Okay.
So at this point, can I? Oh, I can't hold an action.
No, because you have to do that for the entirety of the action. So you can spend a key point for patient defense if you want to take the dodge or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I was thinking.
Okay.
So I'll do that.
All right. So the scepter moves into here, and it's going to attack Newbin. And it turns into, like, it gets very sharp and slashes at you. 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. I need well, not from you, I don't. You feel poison coursing through your body, but you ignore it. And you take 30 points. No, you don't. You would take 30 points if you took poison damage, but you are only going to take 5 points of damage because you don't take poison
Wow.
damage. So, 5
So
points.
Newbin, tank that thing.
And then it will strike at Vela.
Actually, you've got with Newbin and Robes there. They just
Yeah.
need to make a little flesh wall between that and Vela. And you'll be fine.
Right.
19 to hit Vela.
That is my AC.
That'll hit. I need a Constitution saving throw. And you will take 37 points of damage. The 24 will save, so you are not poisoned, but you still take the poison damage. And then it is Robe's go.
All right, I'm going to go full on.
That's so
5,
nice.
10, 15. Well, I'm going to run, I guess, 15, 20. I'm going through this door. 25, and then 30. And as I run out of the door, I'm going to drop a little bolt of electricity out of my hand and like whip it whoosh, and like whip at the this scepter. I guess now it's a
Yep.
dagger.
Yep.
I'm casting lightning lure.
Oh. Okay. Ooh, you okay?
Yeah, it's choking on some my own spit.
Air.
Oh.
Air.
Choking on some air.
39. I'm 39 and choke every day at least once. All right.
Oh.
So strength saving throw.
Total fail.
So it's gonna get dragged 10 feet towards me.
Okay.
And it will take Wow, 5 lightning damage.
Oh man,
Ooh.
that sucks so bad. All right.
It's all right. It accomplished the goal. I was trying to get it off of Vela, so.
Yep. Nice. Okay.
And now I've got it between me and Noob, so.
You-
Beat the shit out of a Noob.
All right. Vela, you are up.
Yeah. I've been staring at everything I can do and trying to figure out what in the world I can actually do to hurt this thing. I think I'm just gonna. I mean, wow. Why do I even bother wondering? Give it a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
It's been hit, right?
Yep. 14. That's now
Misses.
good. It'll take the damage. Whoa! Wow, you gave it as good as almost as good as you got. So excellent. All right, it's still about half the scepter it used to be.
And as a, oh yeah, I don't have any thing I can. I don't think I have any bonus action options that really make any difference here.
Okay. Is that your go?
Oh. Yeah, that's my go.
Noob, you're up.
All right. Yeah, I'll hit it with the Morning Star again.
Okay. 17 will hit. Oof. Now appears to be less than a quarter of the scepter it used to be. And you're going to unarmed strike it?
Now I'm going to punch it.
Yeah. Oh, that looked like it was going to be a nat 20 on my screen.
Yeah, same.
18 will do, though. 10 points of damage will not knock it down, but it does sink quite a bit as you punch it down, and it's no longer floating quite as high as it did before. It's still up, though. It is not defeated.
Well, then I'm going to hit it again.
And 17 will hit. And the 7 is just shy of what you need. And it still floats.
Let's see, is that all of them?
That's it. All right. It will consider Robespierre its enemy at this point and will strike him. Ooh, with a crit.
Crit hits me.
Yep. We're going to see an enormous number that we're going to have to parse out because you're immune to poison.
Hold on. I'm fixing this. It's not crit.
Well, maybe you don't want to waste your crit ability.
I don't want to waste my crit.
Well,
I
because
mean, the non-poison damage has been like 5.
Yeah, so
Oh.
like
don't worry so much
let him
about
take
crit getting
10.
through.
He'll take
All right.
he'll take 5 points of piercing damage.
We got to roll another d6.
Why?
Yeah, because it's a crit.
It didn't roll the dice twice.
Did I not roll crit? Oh, let me roll the crit. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right,
holy
fine.
strikes. It would have been 11 points
11?
11 points of piercing.
All right,
it.
I'll leave you take it.
Yeah.
I'll put my hand up. No! All right. Fine.
Thank God I didn't get that 71.
Yeah.
Right? That's bad.
All right. So that was the Assassin's Go. Robespierre, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going to just pull out Waith and just chop chop.
Okay.
Twice. So here we go. Do not consume the thing. Here comes the attack. Here's attack number
24
1.
hits.
Here's attack number 2.
There's no
Here's the
way
damage.
you can't do enough damage. It had 2 hit points.
Yeah, so just now some of that's necrotic that matters, but
it does not, and it is a shredded. It changes back from its sort of like venom fang looking knife appearance back into the scepter, and then it splinters and falls apart inert upon the ground. It doesn't look recoverable at all. It's been destroyed. And
Oh.
quiet resumes.
So I suppose I'll take the
Except
scepter
for
out
the
of the bag.
Yeah, yeah, the scepter is no more.
except for the blaring conch shells at the quiet returns, right?
Yes, the conch shells are still alerting the.
Oh, so we gotta get out of here.
Yeah. You want to nudge that other thing?
What was the last thing? Was
The
Icon?
sea woman, the sea icon.
I think so. Maybe.
You're immune to poison. Go for it.
All right. I will walk up to the sea crab lady. I do like me some crab wine, so I'll grab a hold of the crab lady.
I need a charisma saving throw.
Nice. Well, the people we could pick, that's a good choice.
That's true. 19.
Ha! Okay. So,
Uh-oh.
no, you succeeded, but as you grab hold of it, you immediately let go as you feel your essence being pulled into another plane. There's this stretching as you are, and your hand starts to liquefy as you're being pulled into the elemental plane of water, and you go, not today. I am where I am, and by sheer force of will, you maintain your solidity, letting go, watery-handed, of the idol back into the aspect of the idol changes, and it appears that it has taken on an angry countenance as it lays there in the chest, looking down upon it.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
maybe we leave that. Yeah?
What's that?
Maybe we leave that.
I think we leave that.
Make an Arcana check, Robespierre.
Yep. Oh, I thought I was proficient in Arcana. I guess not.
Oh.
No, 7.
No,
Womp.
there's a tickling in the back of your brain as if something else might have just occurred, but I'm not sure what it was.
Uh-oh. We got a bad feeling about this. I can't put a finger on it. Well, I guess I did actually put a finger on it, but
Put a finger on a lot of things tonight.
I did. But anyways, so I think at this point we need to get out of here. So do we want to go invisible?
Sure, that seems like a good idea. Just head
All
back
right.
the way we came.
I think so. So I'm gonna hold hands with Noob and Vela, and I will cast invisibility. This is a high level visibility. It's not greater, but it's the upcast version because of the.
As you begin to cast invisibility, you feel the sense of counter spell. What level?
No.
Uh-oh.
Paul hates counterspell. I'm so impressed this is happening.
Now let me ask a question about this, Paul, because I also have counterspell. Is this a creature that's casting counterspell or some kind of like mechanic or something?
It's a creature.
What's the rule for counterspell? You have to see the person?
They have to see it.
Okay. Now, one last thing. I do have the ability to see like illusions, which includes like invisible stuff. Is there something invisible around me that I would be seeing hypothetically?
Well, you just as you turn around, I will give you we're gonna play it like this. Right? Like this doesn't. The way I had to draw this map is like this is cut off here, but this actually is like a throughway to that trapdoor.
Aha, yeah.
And so coming down that sharp statue, you see a well-dressed priestly figure standing there who has been alerted to your presence.
And they're casting. Okay.
They're casting. So we can do a
Oh,
counter spell off if
no,
you'd like.
I can't because it's a spell. I can't counterspell because I just cast a spell, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, never mind.
Oh, can I interact on behalf? Like, is there any way for me to know that this is being counterspelled?
I'm sure there could be a way you would know.
Can I see the guy that's casting counterspell?
I was sort of like the way I was envisioning this, like
It's okay if it's no. I just want to double check.
critical role style was you guys were doing this and they walked down from the alerts and all
Yep.
the other to check on the treasure, and he saw you guys walking, you came through, he saw you casting a spell and he counterspelled. So you're
Is
sort
there
of
any chance it would fail because he doesn't know the level that Robes is
yep,
casting his spell?
it's true. Yep, there is absolutely a chance it would fail. So I don't know what level Robes would have cast invisibility at.
Well, it's
Yeah.
pack magic, so it's 5th level.
Oh, it's 5th level, right? Ooh.
That's why I asked, because you were specifically saying you were casting,
Yup.
like upcasting it.
Well, he's not, because Warlock's always cast at the highest
Right,
level. So
but
yeah.
it-
Oh, that
yeah,
I
I
was
mean,
Something
upcasting.
for Warlock.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know to upcast. So let me see what I need to look at his stats again. Where are you?
He would see me holding hands with 2 people, so something concerning probably is
He
happening.
definitely would recognize you're casting a spell, given what he does and who he is. Okay. Spell book. Why is your picture broken? I made a special picture for you.
Oh.
Wait a minute. One second. I might have to take all this back. Am I thinking of the wrong dude? I could have sworn. There's a couple of.
You're the game master.
That's
It's
true.
okay.
Yeah. Whatever you wanted to happen.
Where is this guy?
Well, we don't know. We can't
I
see
don't know.
him.
I don't even know where everybody else is. I
Sorry.
I'm
Oh.
not
like,
even sure
I'm a
where I
beetle.
am, man.
But he is.
I don't even know where I am. Where do
Oh.
I exist when
I
I'm a
think I'm
beetle?
about here right now.
Everybody starts with the
But
word
are you?
Kuatoa. Sorry.
Maybe.
Okay. No, can't happen. You go invisible.
That was very anticlimactic.
Sorry. But as you turn
In a
around,
fun way.
as you turn around, you note that your way is blocked. So you're invisible.
Right.
But what you see, I'm gonna just put these people in front of you. They're not here. This is not where they are. They're 35 feet back. Okay. Where's?
It's a long tunnel.
Yeah. It's.
How we came down a ladder.
You did, and then you went down. Like, I don't know how to show you this,
Oh.
but
Okay.
I
It's
had
just a long tunnel from the ladder.
it's not that long. It's only 35 feet. That's like 7
Got it.
squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically this
all
way,
good.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Makes sense.
right at
I'm with you.
the foot of the stairs. But
The ladder.
Yeah. No, not a ladder. It was steep stairs.
Oh, right. Yeah. Farmhouse stairs.
So we're blocked, but we're invisible.
Correct. And you have.
And they saw us go invisible.
They did. And so you got these guys in front of you, but not this close. They're 35. They're
Sure.
30 feet west of you. And that's where we're going to pick it up next time, because we're not going to start this shit now. But, and I'll put everybody where they're at, and I'll draw the maps differently so you guys can see exactly how it does. I'll put it on a straight line. But
On my screen, when you made me invisible, all I can see is my beard now.
Yeah, it's a fun little negative effect. It's really fun as the DM because you can still see all the tokens. So in our Warblers game, somebody was like, they were running around and they were just like ran right into each other. It was fabulous.
Yeah.
So great.
I can see everything, but yeah, it is kind of fun.
And I can see them because I've got the
because you've got the devil
special
sight.
invocation.
Yep. Oh yeah, and it knows
Nice.
that in Foundry?
No, but I know that in my brain.
Okay.
It's which site? Which site?
Because this is what it, for you guys, for the Discord, this is what it looks like to us. But anyway, I'm going to call it for tonight because we are at 10:10. Central, which is 11:10 Eastern. So we're gonna call it for tonight. We'll pick it up in. I think we're gonna play in 2 weeks' time. Is that no? We're not. We're not because that's Christmas, right?
Christmas
No,
Eve.
It's
Christmas
Christmas
is
Eve.
Warblers.
Yeah, but Christmas Eve. So we are not playing in 2 weeks' time. There's just too much holiday
Correct.
stuff. So we will be back here. Is that the 7th?
Yep,
January 7th?
Yeah.
All right. So
that's it.
we are, for all intents and purposes, concluding D2. So I am not going to ask you guys to have yourselves leveled, but be prepared to level mid-game next session.
Got it. So
Um,
if you were to sum up where we're ending so that we can play ourselves a nice little 30-second clip.
the summary would be that Elva, Meriwether, and Cora are nearing the crossroads where they can pick up the tertiary road heading back northwest towards you guys. You guys are in a standoff with what looks to be the high priests of the cult in front of you. And alarms going out throughout the shrine as you guys are exiting the secret treasure room of the Kuatoa.
And we are invisible, and there's a giant pit in the floor behind us.
That is correct. All of that's true. And that pit's super dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that's probably all that we need to note on that. Cora is feverish and emaciated and looks like, if there were such a thing as statting out people when you looked at them from 3 to 18, that her constitution might have at one point when you knew her been like a 14, but now it's a 6. So that's the sense that you get as you look at Cora. And we will be back in 4 weeks' time. And we are honestly, I know I say it, but it's true. We are honestly reaching very quickly the conclusion of this campaign. So, yay! Thanks for joining us tonight. A special shout out to our friend Alice Idra, who always shows up. Appreciate your body goodness. And what's wrong with body goodness?
Bati.
Bati.
Yeah,
B-O-T-T-Y.
enunciate a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I was confused for a second. I thought
Okay.
you and Dusty traded places or something.
Nope. Nope. I'm at least a freshman in college. And so, with my adolescent sexual humor. So the next time we play is tomorrow night with the Warbler Brothers. I believe we are picking up with the next actual.
We've just begun Wisteria Vale.
And so, excitement to be found there, I hope. I assume. Steve's going to get married, so it's all good. And
Not in that session.
Not in that session, but it's going to happen. Steve's sure of it.
Who knows?
He's named an NPC, said that person's very important to him, and has promised something in the future. So nothing bad would ever happen to an NPC that you've named, said was important to you, and that you've named an important occasion ahead of you. So absolutely nothing bad could happen. Anyway, until we are here next, play some games, roll some dice, and give of time or treasure to causes that are meaningful to you. Thanks, everybody, and have a good night. And we